Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, my noble court. I'm Lamaster Leonis, your humble scribe and archivist, and today we are playing some more of this Pokemon. I believe we made it to Cinnibar Island. I believe what we did was we came to Cinnibar Island. We realized in embarrassment that we had not gone to the Saffron City Gym. And then, and then we came back to Cinnibar Island. So that's where we are now. So, just to make sure I understand correctly. Because I have all these... This doesn't tell me what they do, does it? Where's the...
What do you got?
I don't know what the different... Where do I go to see my badges?
Nothing.
But then can I like...
Can you go down to the bottom here?
No, it doesn't look like I can. I just want to see how high a level
Oh, okay.
I can train Pokemon to.
We got Saffron City Gym.
Let's see, yeah. Let's see, Berry Patch coin case. Huh. I feel like I should definitely have...
You went to Saffron. Okay, so you can go up to,
I want to say 70, right?
yes.
Okay, and where are my Pokemon at now? It's been a minute, so I'm just trying to double check on things. Okay, Bean Boy's 50, Armamite's 51.
So,
Oof, Johnny 5 needs some work.
so we are probably going to be,
Edvar is our current one.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the Pokemon Mansion and just kind of run around for a bit.
Wasn't there a way to, like, just leave a Pokemon there and just go do things and come back at a random point later on and just level up? Hello, Snorlax!
There's a place to do that. I don't remember actually if I've done that already or not.
He's a normal type, so...
So does it matter? I guess I use Wing Attack. He chunky, I know that much.
Oh god, yes! I had a massive rivalry with Snorlax in Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah, he be chunky. He be chunky anytime he show up.
But, no, it's not because he was chunky. No, that one went to Blissey. Holy god.
Pretty sure I already got the first Pokemon I'm gonna get here. Also, there's a puzzle in here. I don't remember what it is though.
Yeah, but I was trying for a long, long time to get
Go,
Snorlax.
Edvard.
And every single time Snorlax would show up, like, the first time I got him and I had the best chance of getting him,
Yeah.
I was on a swing. I was at a park. I was on a swing, and I'm just swinging, just do. And I saw him show up, and I'm like, and I just jumped off the swing, bolted over the freaking bench, the wall bench thing. And as soon as I landed, I hit the butt. I hit the Snorlax just as it.
And I'm always forgetting that. Like a lot of the.
Just
Like I know that grass is weak to fire. Anyway, keep
wind.
going.
You want fire or grass? But just in midair, I tapped on the Snorlax sprite, and it was just like despawn.
Oh man.
That's what started my hatred of Snorlax.
Yeah.
And then I finally got him, and I'm like, okay, I got you. We can,
A sharp beak. I assume that's for a flying type.
Sharp beak. Yeah, I think that
Okay. I haven't actually accomplished the task of getting everyone to level 50 yet. And I still have to get them to... ooh, ow. No crits, please.
Yeah, crits can just stop. Okay, so... level up. I think they learn moves every 2 levels. I feel like that's how it works.
Can't go down there, apparently. I gotta try to run because I don't really want to have to heal Edward.
I would switch out Pokemon.
Yeah, because then they get less XP.
It ultimately takes longer to do.
Mm-hmm. So you just go over to the door is locked. Oh, I bet I have to beat the puzzle in the mansion to unlock the door.
Yeah, did you want me to look that up?
No, I want to see if I can figure out what's going on. First, like eventually, if I can't figure it out, I'll be like, yeah. So let me ask people what they know. I came to visit Cinnibar Gym, but the door is locked tight. There should be a key for it somewhere. Could it be in the burnt-out mansion? Okay. Gym leader's friend used to live there, they say. Do you have lots of friends? Linking up with the usual friends is fun, of course, but how about visiting the union room every so often? Who knows, you might end up making new friends. I think it would be worth your time to check the union room. Pokemon can still learn techniques after canceling evolution. Evolution can wait until new moves have been learned. Yes, I'm aware of this. I'm gonna walk around and see what people on the island say. Scientists conduct experiments in the burnt-out building, the one they call Pokemon Mansion. Oh yeah, I have to go in here. There's people to talk to in here. So we see if any of them have anything to say about the mansion. Study Pokemon extensively every day. People often bring us rare Pokemon for examination. So I'm gonna go back to trying to do voice acting now. Hello there, do you have a Magmar? Would you agree to change for my Sea King? No, I would not. Well, if you don't want to. I found this most remarkable fossil inside my moon. At least of a rare prehistoric Pokemon. Hi, do you have a Gyarados? Want to trade it for my Ammonite? No. That's too bad. Okay. Can't remember if I've talked to everybody yet or not in here. I'll teach you a nifty new move. Teach it to a Pokemon and watch the fun unfold. It's a move called Metronome. Does it strike your fancy? No. I like to know what I'm doing. Eevee can evolve into one of 3 kinds of Pokemon. Yep, knew that already. This isn't helping me. I want information about the mansion. I'm looking for the Pokemon Shelter. Want to trade for my Dragonite? Hell no. Oh no, wait, actually, hold on. Shelter for Dragonite would be good if I had a Shelter.
You might go to the center. Do you have a Shelter?
I don't think I do. Bill's PC. Oh, let's see. Move Pokemon. Box 1, these are all my currently available ones.
Yeah, so you don't even have a Shelter to do. But it would be nice to have a 3rd Dragonite available.
I don't even have a Shelter in the dead Pokemon box. It would be nice. Okay, so they don't tell me anything. I'm trying to figure out clues the island gives me about the puzzle. Blaine is quite the odd fellow. He's lived on silence since way before the lab was built. Cool, cool. Pokemon Mansion. We'll just go ahead and fight shit while we're here. Might as well.
Oh shit! I think Confuse Ray might work on him.
Maybe. I think he's also got a Confuse Ray.
Oh yeah, he's also got a Confuse Ray, but you know, Wing Attack will also do because you're higher level than him by like 15 levels.
Okay, I'm just trying to explore shit right now. figure stuff out. Ideally, I'd like to learn how to do this on my own.
Okay. Well, in the non-zero chance that you require the assist, I have everything set up. So all I gotta do is bring it up and figure out what in the Sam hell we gotta do. I will not spoil things for either of us.
Feels like my computer's being a little slow.
Yeah, it does seem like that a little bit.
I don't know why. Might be I'm starting to get low on space for videos.
Possibly.
I haven't been uploading to YouTube like I'm supposed to. So I've got a relatively large chunk of videos.
Oh, so like every other YouTube on YouTube behind schedule?
Yeah, I don't know how to schedule for YouTube. I have a schedule for Twitch. YouTube is like when I get to it. Okay, what does this guy have to say? Wow, you startled me. I thought you were a ghost. Okay, this is a trainer battle. That's not what I wanted. I was hoping he'd give me clues. I was genuinely hoping he would give me clues to solve the puzzle.
Okay.
Youngster Johnson wants to battle. Maybe I get a clue if I beat him.
Scyther, Edward, Win. Yeah, that.
Yeah. Super effective, buddy. Oh, we're 1300 experience? I'll take that.
Mr.
Mime.
Mime, so...
Right now we're trying to just level up Edward, so...
Yeah, so...
Edvard. So for now, I'm just gonna, like, fuck around and find out. Because I'm hitting
I don't think...
most.
I'm pretty sure your ability to... Never mind, I'm not bringing that energy here right now. This is a Nuzelock, you do not need that energy.
No, I don't need that energy at all.
The plus side here is you're immune to his touch
Yes.
attack.
I can't be poisoned. I can take poison damage, I can't be poisoned.
Yeah, but so you can touch him and
I
nothing.
love how he used pump up or whatever.
Yeah, right. Like if that's gonna do anything.
Goodbye, Nidoking.
I bet it's a lot of excuse me, a lot of XP for that one.
Can't get any wins. Yeah, I did. I leveled up. Yay.
Only.
Okay. I was exploring here by myself, but I feel spooked. I ought to go soon. A secret switch. Press it? Sure. Who wouldn't? Were the eyes red before?
I don't think so. I distinctly remember them being gray. So, Cubone statue.
I know there is a puzzle in here. I remember there being a puzzle in here.
Yeah.
I love it. Secret switch? Who wouldn't?
Adventurer's duty, flick. Oh fuck.
Proceed to fuck myself and ass with no lube.
With added razors.
And no lube is bad enough.
Yeah, right. I mean, it really depends on what happens next.
Alright. Did that do anything? Oh, it opened a thing. Yes, it did do something. Alright, cool.
Well, we fucked around, we found out, we got lucky.
We did indeed. If that's the whole puzzle, I'm about to be really upset because I remember it being like a chore.
I feel like there's gonna be more statues.
I also feel like there's gonna be more statues.
Timer ball. If I recall correctly, timer balls are most effective the earlier in the encounter that they're used.
I'll have to look at it.
Yeah.
See what happened. See what it says it is. Amber, please don't burn me. Hell yes. No burn, baby. Get out of here.
Go away.
Alright. Oh, there's another door down here. Okay. Got you.
Okay.
Because I thought those were stairs the first time I saw them. But they're like locked doors. You can't go past them. Oh no, stand attack. Whatever will I do? You weren't supposed to actually miss. Okay, this is gonna get annoying really quick.
Excuse me?
Now this is the effect of Sand Slash. Your accuracy goes down, you can't hit nothing.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Bye-bye.
Yeah, see, that door is locked. Okay. So... we flipped the downstairs switch and that unlocked the door, which got us a time ball. Now I'm actually going to go upstairs. While leveling up my Pokemans.
Right. I just wish we'd had more Nidoqueens than Sand Slash. That would be better.
As long as they're all using Pumped Up, yeah, it would be.
Yeah. The only reason I say that is because specifically with Edvon, it would be like Blissey farming in Scarlet. Because you had like 14, 20 XP for each Nidoking, for that Nidoking that you got, that you did.
Oh, is that what it was? 14,
Yeah.
20? Damn.
1,420.
Nice. I don't actually remember the number. I do remember the Nidoking gave me a good chunk.
Yeah. I paid.
Although I think that Nidoking was a trainer Pokemon, not a wild Pokemon, so...
Yeah, but I feel like it would, because it's a final evolution, that even in the wild, it would still...
It would still give a good chunk of XP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much in the same way that Sand Slash is giving off more than Sandshrew would.
Yeah.
Even if it's only a level 28, a little...
Well, a Sandshrew level 28 would give me less XP than
Yeah.
Sand Slash level 28 would. Okay, so we can go upstairs now. Okay, so that statue's eyes are red by default.
Yes.
Secret switch, press it? Sure, who wouldn't? Okay, so my question now becomes, does that turn... Hold on, did that turn the eyes of the other statue gray again?
Dugtrio!
Can't switch Pokemon because Arena Trap.
Yeah, that is mildly annoying.
Dugtrio's super annoying. The only thing not annoying about him is how he dies in one hit.
Yeah, right?
Okay. So the question is, did that...
Nidoqueen.
Oh, that'll be a good chunk of XP.
I'm thinking 13 something.
Maybe 12 something. Watch double kick be more than 2 kicks. Oh,
Oh, okay.
that works.
It was actually as it said on the tin.
Mm-hmm.
720. Dang.
Okay. There we go. Hyper potion. Although I think I could probably go lower, and it would still heal me. Yes, it did turn this one's gray. Okay. So it seems that those two are connected. And that would mean that the door they opened is locked again.
Ooh,
That hurt for a good chunk of damage.
that was... Ow.
Okay. Yes, that's there. Yeah, only 300 something experience for that. Aerodactyl.
This might hurt
This might.
if he survives. Oh, he.
Not very effective. Alright.
Oh no.
This is one of those moments where I wish I had a webcam. Because my reaction was thoroughly nonverbal and nobody saw it.
Yeah, he just went. His expression was literally just, excuse me, what?
What kind of...
I know he's a.
What is ancient power though? What?
That is a ground type move.
It's a ground move? Then it wouldn't be able to attack a flying type, wouldn't it? Or so then it would be a rock type. Okay, hold on. So then we want to use Amamite because he's got rock typing.
Yes, but that would be giving him the advantage.
I don't think so. Nah.
But yeah, the water gun will definitely fuck him up. The Zerfa water gun will definitely fuck him up, though.
Yep. Bye bye. Need to heal, Dude Bro soon.
Yeah, at least nobody got burned.
Okay. Secret switch. Press it. Who wouldn't? Nah, that was just gonna sound. This is gonna seem like dumb because I'm just going to the same places over and over again. I just want to confirm. Yes, that did open the thingy. Being able to yellow health at 65 hit points. I feel like that's still a pretty good chunk of HP, honest.
Yeah, but I feel like after this fight, you know. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, oh.
Right. That's fine.
Yeah, so give it a couple more fights. I think you might want to go.
Go heal?
Go heal, yeah.
Yeah, I do want to be careful. Good lord. Taurus.
Normal type.
Erkator. That did not.
That did. Actually, that was probably the stupidest thing it could have done.
Flinch.
And it's fast asleep.
You really should wake up when you take a hit. Honest.
You really should.
Oh no.
That attack just baffles me sometimes.
Please don't kill yourself.
I actually like the scary face animation in this one better than the scary face animation in the more recent ones.
What does the more recent scary face look like?
It's more ghosty, with red eyes and a red mouth. It's supposed to be more haunting.
Whoa. Hold up. That means I'm not getting power to my computer somehow.
There you go.
Yeah, but I need my brightness to come back up.
I think what happened was you accidentally a button combo. Because I saw the thing.
No, what happened is earlier when I pulled the cord out so that you could plug yours in, it did not. I plugged it in to the side over here.
You were gonna plug.
Whoa. Hello.
I was thinking you were
change?
gonna leave yours where it was and put mine above yours.
Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, lesson learned. That plug doesn't do energy.
Yeah, that's why I like using surge protectors.
Will you stop using Swagger, you piece of shit? Perfect.
In fairness, that was a you keep going up against
I can't get out! This old place is one big puzzle! I mean, it's not hard from where you're at. Alright, buddy.
just
Burglar Arnie would like to battle. Oh, well, you earned this. Ninetales.
oh, this might be interesting. This is this could be bad.
Fire. Use Ember. Don't burn me. Perfect.
I mean,
Attack.
my experience with Ember and Ninetales is Ninetales almost always, with the exception of like times like right now, actually gets their Ember off.
Caterpie. Nah.
Nah, fam. Hair cutter.
Yep. There we go. Bye.
This is what happens when you don't evolve your Caterpie.
Yeah, man.
Because if you would have been a Butterfree, then you would have been a flying type.
Oh no, my bag of loot.
Yo! Almost $3 grand?
Yeah. The switches here open and close alternating sets of doors. Yep, that's my clue I was looking for. Hello, Mew.
It's a real shame we can't catch you.
Too bad you didn't show up as the first Pokemon in this place.
Yeah. In fairness, it's probably a good thing, because Mew's good for one thing.
Mew doesn't learn any moves, right?
Mew is good as an HM slave.
Yeah, because he can learn all of them.
I should have worded that better.
What's his name? Jello Apocalypse didn't. He's like, this one doesn't have the nature I want? That's okay. You can be a breeding slave. And I'm just like, bro, like the reality of like, if you treated real animals the way people treat Pokemon in these video games, you would like, you'd be a criminal.
Yeah.
You'd be brought up on criminal charges for that shit.
Yeah, straight up. Like,
But you know, video games, so it's not real stuff.
You would basically be Walter White in Breaking Bad.
I don't know about that. That was very drug related, but
Same concept. The mentality is the same. It's just animals, not drugs.
Diary, July 10th. We christened the newly discovered Pokemon Mew. Okay, that's the only entry I've found so
Alright,
far.
interesting.
Heal powder. Nice.
That's good.
That's a Monster Hunter item.
Yeah, I
think it's
wonder
called-
where Monster Hunter got the idea from.
I don't think it's called heal powder in Monster Hunter, but it's like a powder you heal with.
I mean, there's one of those in Fallout New Vegas too.
You go like, and like you crack it open, and then you like wave your hand over you, and there's this like cloud of green dust.
Oh wow. Ooh, paralyzed. Oh, that's
Can you
good.
not use Sonic Boom, please? None of my moves are very effective. Oh boy. And you're gonna confuse me on top of it.
You're gonna level up after this, though.
Yeah, assuming I, kill it. Sorry,
Yeah, I mean,
we went to the Chinese buffet and
yeah,
I transformed myself into an elephant.
and I transformed myself into a Batman.
Yeah, they got changing Pokemon now. He's water type though. Ugh. I feel like there's not really a good Pokemon to fight him with.
Vulpix.
Oh, he's a, he's
Steel is
serviceable.
weak to fire.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Stop confusing my Pokemon! Bruh, you so annoying. I hate confusion. It just makes the fucking
I know, right?
battle take longer. Get out of here. Why is steel weak to fire, by the way? I can't imagine a good reason for that, actually.
You ever heard of an oxyacetylene torch?
Yes.
And the
Fire generally does not get hot enough to do anything to metal. You have to very purposefully utilize a machine or a device that allows things to get to a very high temperature.
Yes, but this is Pokemon. And fire-type Pokemon utilize temperatures of insane, just insane temperatures.
Okay,
For example,
I need the paralyzed
I think if you were to go into Vulpix's moveset, it should tell you what the temperature is for that. Oh, that was a paralyzed heal. I thought that was a max heal. I was like, what? Excuse me.
Gotta get rid of that shit.
But does it give move descriptions?
Maybe. Foe is scorched with intense flames. The foe may suffer a burn.
Okay. But there are some Pokemon that, like Magmar. I think they say he. First of all, he exists in a volcano.
When you can carry this Pokemon close to an altitude of 4,600 feet, it blows out fire at very high temperatures. That's all it says. It doesn't give a direct temperature. I am not going to fight you. You're a pain in the ass. I don't think I found any other journals, have I?
I don't think so. Just the one.
Can't leave because this bastard has fucking douche nozzle to move. Get out of here. You're not even strong enough to face me. Okay, what is this? Bro, for real? Oh, another one of you.
Yeah. So, like, for example, Magmar, just the body temperature alone is over 2,000 degrees. That's enough to affect metal.
Yep. Diary, July 5th. Guyana, South America. So here's something interesting for you. Guyana is a real place, and South America is the name of a real continent in this game as well. Remember how we mentioned Russia before?
Yeah.
Guyana, South America. A new Pokemon was discovered deep in the jungle. No, we don't fight these. We don't fight these because they're a problem. Fight them later when we're much higher level. Obtained a leaf stone. Too bad the bag is full. Alright, hold on. Who doesn't have something to hold? Edvard doesn't have something to hold. But if I got rid of that beak thing,
What does the beak thing do anyway?
we're about to see.
Sharp beak.
Held by Pokemon, launch sharp beak that boosts the power of flying type moves, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to give it to,
Give it to
Edvard.
Edvard.
which will make sure his,
Found a leaf stone. That would turn Eevee into Leafeon, I think.
if Leafeon existed in this game.
I think it's in the files. Because this game has up to Gen 3 in it. Because
Right.
well, the first time I ever did one of these, I just set it to randomize everything, and I got an Ursa ring
Yeah.
for my first one of my first Pokemon. I realized, oh no, this isn't correct. I need only the Kanto region ones. 'Cause
But it
that's
would
what I'm
also
going for.
you would also evolve your Gloom into a Vileplume.
You can already turn Gloom to a Vileplume.
No.
You mean into a Bellossom?
No, that's a Sunstone.
February 6th, Mew gave birth. We get named the newborn Mewtwo. Obtained the Pokédoll. Too bad the bag is full.
Yeah, you use the Leaf Stone to turn Gloom into Vileplume, Weeping Bell into Victory Bell. What? It turns Eevee into Leafeon, Execute into Executor, the Hisui region, Voltorb into an Electrode. And there's a couple others that I can't name off the top of my head because. And then you turn and then it turns Nuzleaf into Shiftry, and then it turns Pansage into Simisage.
This place is like huge. Another burglar. Looks like
Yeah,
it.
another burglar. Simone.
Burglar Simo. I would like to battle. Sent out Lickitung. I'll teach you boys a lesson with my Lickitung.
This is the second time you've gone up against the Lickitung with this open ass mouth of yours.
Oh man, that caught me off guard just like his last time. Like, he's sticking his tongue out. You're over here like, ah. Oh yeah. Oh wait, does that mean he's Asian? He says "ah yeah" at the end.
Oh god.
I wonder where my partner went. Probably downstairs.
Probably your partner that got trapped downstairs.
Is there nowhere else for me to go?
Side up.
Oh wait. Oh wait. I bet. Do I have Rock Smash?
Do you have a Pokemon that knows it?
That's what I need to find out. Hold on. I'll bet I have to use Rock Smash to get to the Pokemon Mansion. Okay, so first let's find out if I have a Pokemon that has Rock Smash. He has Strength, Fly, Cut, Surf. Okay. In that case, do I have it in my TM box? Cut, Fly, whoop. Cut, Fly, Surf, Strength, Flash. I do not. Okay, I need to know where I get Rock Smash. Because I'm betting I need to use Rock Smash to get through here.
Smash.
Oh no, don't burn me please.
Smash and Pokemon Fire Red. In order to get to one island, you'll need to defeat the Cinnibar Island Gym. You'll also need to have Surf to cross deep water to get to Ember Spa. Have you defeated the Cinnibar Gym yet?
No, I have to finish the puzzle in the Pokemon Mansion to get the key to get to Cinnabar Island Gym.
Well, to get Rock Smash, you have to beat Cinnabar.
Okay, so then...
So you can't need Rock Smash to get it, to do this.
Alright, then I'm stuck. Tell me how I'm supposed to solve this puzzle and get the key.
Okay.
Because I'm guessing that the key's over in this area here that I can't get to.
See. Floor 1, proceed. Floor 1. There's, of course, you want to look for items, duh. But proceed to the second floor. At the end of the main hall, there are plenty of Pokemon, yada yada yada. I'm not gonna mention the items because random. Floor 2, turn off the switch in the main room where you entered to open the northwest room sliding door to go up to the stairs to the third floor.
Oh, okay, so the different... I got you. So by turning this switch off... I open up a door on the second floor to the third floor.
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck off. Oh.
So that's gonna be over here, I'll bet.
The next step will come upon request.
Yeah, I was gonna say... Don't, hello. Get off my screen. Nice. Level 49, baby! We flying. Trying to learn Poison Fang.
Poison Fang, I believe, is actually kind of good. But...
Power 50, foes bitten with toxic fangs may also badly poison the foe. Yeah, we'll get rid of Confuse Ray for that.
Yeah, because
Confuse Ray does no damage.
Confuse Ray doesn't do shit for power, but Confusion does.
Yeah, okay, so I can get over here now. Interesting, interesting.
Hey! More Mews. Funny how there's a fuck ton of Mews in the Mew Research Center.
Yeah, in the normal game that's not the case. You get Ditto everywhere instead.
I mean, no wonder they were able to research it so well.
Oh no.
Can't be poisoned, remember?
Yeah. That took me a second to remember.
Okay.
Okay, so now we can go upstairs.
Hey, Taurus!
I don't really want to fight this right now either because of his fucking swagger move.
Yeah, and if you were closer to level up, I'd say do it, but... Because he gives, like, 1,000 or so.
Okay.
Hey! Porygon!
Should be able to end Porygon.
Don't use poison.
Sharpen. Okay.
Nice crit. Making sure we stay dead, or make sure it stays dead.
Mm-hmm. There'll be no Pokemon Ghost here.
calcium.
Calcium. Bag is full. I don't need calcium though. I'm gonna guess that if I hit the button again, that door up here will
Yeah.
open. Traced. What?
I don't.
Oh no. Ouch.
Ooh.
Super effective. Yep.
Ouch.
I think we're gonna...
You might want to heal.
Yeah.
Is that really...
Oh, I can't leave like that.
Yeah. Ah, fuck!
Yeah, we're just gonna run and then we're gonna heal Dupro.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the only reasonable course of action. Okay. This is getting a bit egregious.
I mean, if you need to, you can always use the bell.
Do I have one?
I think you had a bunch. Unless you used them all while I was playing, but then...
I don't think so.
Can't imagine you went through that many repels that quickly.
Oh, repels? Yeah, actually I did. I did use all my repels. I thought you were talking about like escape ropes. I'm hoping it maintains the position of the thingy.
Well, find out. Status as elephant.
Yeah, I'm farting out all my weight. Oh, I did have a bunch of max repels. Never mind.
I mean, now you really don't have to worry about it.
Somebody's gonna watch these videos later and be like, "This guy's stupid. He doesn't remember he had max repels."
To which I say, people forget shit.
Yeah.
It is a thing. I mean, they went to bed the previous night.
My mentor once lived here. Scientist. Firstly, don't name your kid Brayden. It's the first thing that comes to mind.
Dude, right?
Randy felt face. Brayden can't eat blue. What the fuck?
Well, apparently, he eats anything with a blue food preservative. He just taps out.
We can't keep going off that though.
I know. I think what is it? 30 seconds?
I don't think it's that much. I think it might be 5 or 10 seconds.
It's a non-zero amount of seconds.
Yeah.
Raichu, that could be a problem.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, if you want to counter, if you want to fight fire with fire, Bean Boy.
Nah.
Almamite.
We'll fight it with water. If I get the first attack off, for sure. Yep.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Bye bye, Bean Boy. False Bean Boy. Doduo. Yeah, we'll change Pokemon back to Edvard. I have Edvard and Bean Boy. Goodbye. Good night, Fräulein.
Thank you for the monies.
So you're stuck. Try jumping off over there. That probably takes me downstairs. This will take me here. Which is a zone of the mansion I haven't been to yet.
Everstone! You've got one of those.
Yep. Okay. Where else do I need to go? I'm gonna try falling here and see what it does. Oh, hello.
Landed you on the other side. Yeah, you've been there already.
Have I? Yes, I have been. That's okay. I have more. Just trying to explore. Go over here.
Hold up. Turn. Yeah, that thing. There we go.
That doesn't seem to take me anywhere important though.
That didn't do sheet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder if... Quick question. Okay, this lands me somewhere I haven't been before. Who are you? There shouldn't be anyone here. Scientist Ted would like to battle. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. What will Edvard do? Edvard will seize the means of production. Goodbye, insect. Poliwrath. Poliwrath can throw punches.
Yeah.
I can throw tornadoes. I feel like that makes me more impressive.
Well, it really depends on the nature of the punch, because, I mean, remember what the champ can do with a single punch? With one hand?
I don't, actually.
He can level a mountain.
A key? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh. Good thing I have 20 more. Oh, you remember that and I did not. Despite the fact that I physically made that purchase. Taking the soda pop. Oh, I actually want that because it heals stuff. So... something I can get rid of. An item to be held by a Pokemon, Light and Sharp Claw, the holder may be able to strike first. Oh, we're gonna give that to somebody who doesn't have a thing. We'll give that to Bean Boy.
Yeah, I think Bean Boy needs that. On top of his already quick nature.
Oh, this is another zone of the Pokemon Mansion. Well, this is like a super clean area of the Pokemon Mansion. Look at that shit.
Yo, right?
Found a Loonberry.
So my question here is, where's the statue?
Uh-oh. Where am I now? Oh, the statue's over there by the table. Burglar Lewis. I want to give him a voice from Left 4 Dead now.
Yeah, that was the little
Pills here! Poppin' pills. That's like, I don't know why. He has a lot of other voice lines, but everybody like goes to the pills here line for him.
He says it.
Is it that over the top? Does he say it more than he says other stuff usually?
I think it's just the one that we hear the most.
Not very effective. It took out most of his health bar.
Not very effective.
Indeed. Effective enough. I feel like if you fight a Pokemon that's like a bad match for your Pokemon, and that Pokemon wins, it should get extra XP as a bonus. If we had something it was weak to.
That would be awesome.
I got almost 3,000 from that dude. You can find stuff lying around. The residents must have left them. Can't read that. Okay. Secret switch. Press it? Sure. Who wouldn't? Sure, that opens this and closes that. Yep. Probably does something else too, I'm sure. Oh, hello. This place is ideal for a lab. Look at all this space. Scientist? Oh, never mind. Ivan? Just the way he approaches you like that, I could just imagine it being like, this place good for the lab. Look at all open space. Now, you die. By tongue. Because that is what I feel like today. I imagine him having like just a collection of cutesy Pokemon and being like, what? I can like cute things. Oh, knocked off the sharp beak. Screw you, asshole. I hate that shit.
Right? At least you don't lose the sharp beak.
Oh, I don't? I thought I lost it.
It just you just don't get the effects of it. For that.
Can you use Grimer? Yes, we're gonna swap Pokemon to if anyone else is no, never mind.
You see the fact that you're still holding the item.
This is the only guy who doesn't get poisoned, so I'm gonna do this. Yay! Goodbye, Grimer. What was that for? I like it here. It's conducive to my studies. Water Pulse.
Dang!
Is that a good move?
Bad.
I don't know. Secret switch, press it. Who wouldn't? Yep, of course. Where's my... Max Repel, there we go. Bet this is the key. A secret key!
Whoa!
What's in here? TM41, Torment.
We will never use it.
Probably not.
It really isn't that great.
Oh, is it not? Okay. Let's, who wouldn't press the switch? Perfect. Oh, I can go upstairs from here. Is there like a roof? No. Oh no. How do I get downstairs? How do I get out of this section? That's the question. Okay, I assume what I need to do is this. Because I could turn that on and still leave this room. Right. Oh, this lets me leave. Interesting. Okay, so let's go heal up. I don't know that I'll be ready to fight Cinnibar Gym yet. I feel like I definitely want to get my Pokemon up to 50 first. Can you tell me what level the Cinnibar Gym enemies are?
Max 47.
Oh, I didn't fight you. Dope. My daddy works there. Good for you.
Your daddy probably got his butt kicked by me.
Yeah, probably. Kingler, hey, it's an actual water Pokemon. In the water place. Oh, I need to swap out to a Pokemon that isn't level 50 yet. Jimmy! Stomp. That's gonna hurt.
Not that.
Not really, no.
Normal attack.
Probably. Kabutops.
That one might be a little interesting.
Ooh, not very effective.
Yeah. Oh.
Also not very effective.
Thank God. Gust, maybe?
Also not very effective. Well, Gust is going to be the same move type as Wing Attack. As will Fly, but Fly does more damage.
Fly is actually really good HM.
Well, yeah, it's probably the strongest one in the game.
Just for the I'm not talking about power, I'm talking about usefulness.
Yeah, because it's fast travel with the HM.
Yeah, that's it.
Wait, you're supposed to wait! For what? For you to beat my ass? No, thank you. Ugh. The highest level in there is 47. I'm trying to just... Oh wait, Route 21 would mean... There we go. Now I should be able to find Pokemon in here. I just realized I still haven't changed my thingy.
Yeah, that's the thing you would probably do.
Yeah, my order of things needs to get swapped around. I could probably get these guys up to level 60, and it would be good for the gym run.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're already high enough level for...
Yeah, but...
I mean, you could easily, if it was regular, you could easily defeat him with Amamite.
This is always difficult getting a smaller Pokemon level because
You might accidentally get death.
yeah, if he doesn't get to run right away. $25, that's enough. Go, Jimmy. Johnny and Jimmy. Ring attack. Oh dang, I one-shot him. Oh, he was level 6. That's like nothing.
Yeah.
Hold up.
You could have taken him on with.
Is there not more powerful Pokemon in the area? Man. I can't remember if I already got my thing for Route 21. Did I do that already? I don't think I did. But one of the reasons I didn't want to do it yet is because I'm not done with I'm not done with this island yet, basically.
Yeah. Now it's going to. That's actually a. Yeah, there's a whole matchup.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
Some of these guys spawn
Plus
at
he
level
has the
30.
type advantage on you.
Yeah.
Although I'm pretty sure he could have won anyway with all these freaking defensive buffs he's giving himself.
Yep. Johnny probably wouldn't have done a lot of damage though. I want Johnny Five to be at least level 35 before I start. Well, probably level 40 maybe. Water Veil.
Oh, so Water Veil is an ability that Season has.
I completely forgot that I don't want to hit fight on this. I go over and I use agility of all effing things. Useless move. Does he learn anything by default?
Oh, what's
Yeah. Or do I need to teach him stuff with TMs?
What level is he? So
25.
25.
Yeah.
So he should already know agility, side beam, recover, and sharpen.
He has Psybeam. Let's check real quick. Currently has agility, Psybeam, recover, and sharpen.
Exactly what I said he should have. The next thing he's going to learn is level 32. He's going to learn Lock On. Lock On ensures the foe ensures that the next move will hit. And then at 36, he's going to learn Tri Attack, fires 3 types of beams at the same time. Recycle, which recycles a used item for 1 more use. And we don't really use that, so. And then at 48, he will learn his final move, Zap Cannon.
Okay. Pocky, you slept. Good to hear that you slept. I'm actually glad to hear that, because when Pocky came on earlier, he was like, I have not slept. And I'm like, you should probably do that.
Yeah, sleep is a very important thing.
There are 2 types of people in the world. Sleep is sacred. Please do not mess with my sleep. The other one is, I'll sleep when I'm fucking dead.
Yeah?
Oh, Johnny 5 just disables everyone's passives. Oh, that's oppressive, actually. That makes Porygon real strong.
Yeah, it does.
That's really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Porygon is just the fuck your passives Pokemon.
Oh, hey, so Doug Trio.
Yeah! Doug Trio has Arena Trap, but not
Fuck you,
anymore.
Arena Trap.
Oh, that's great, actually. I love it. I'm currently just grinding some guys up so I can face the Cinnibar gym. Fuck.
And just so you guys are aware, the look of sheer joy and realization on Leo's face was like, oh my god, I just got a fucking high off of that. Like, wow.
I don't know if I'd say I got high off of it.
No, but your face did. That's what your face said.
Does Psybeam do any damage?
Yeah.
To
Psybeam
fire?
is actually pretty good.
Oh, just don't end me in one go. I would love to win with just Porygon, but
Okay.
that's not gonna happen. Simply not strong enough. Okay, Fire Spin is oppressive, not a fan of that.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it has a higher chance of burning you than Ember does.
Mm-hmm. It's basically got a guaranteed chance to burn you because it stays there and does damage,
Yeah.
whether or not it hits an actual burn thing. It says it traces it. I'm not sure what that means, tracing it.
Oh! So
What?
it's not that it deactivates it. It copies it.
Oh.
Ah!
Hold up, I think I have an answer for this.
Oh, smelling salts!
I think this is called. It's called Awakening.
Smelling salts!
Mind if I get one of those green cans? $25 grew to level 26. Finally, yay! You know, something that would be interesting is if I came across a fucking shiny. I can't catch it, but it would be interesting. So after Cinnibar Island, the only gym left is in, I want to say it's Viridian City?
No.
Because Pewter was the first gym, but you go from Pallet Town to Viridian, right? It's the first city you hit in the game. And you get, and because, spoilers, Giovanni's the gym leader there. And so you beat him one final time, and then you had to go take on the Elite Four. And from my recollection, the Elite Four are genuinely, terrifyingly good. Like, you go in there with your level 50s. You go in there with your level 50s thinking, alright, I beat all the gyms, I'm gonna... And then they just stomp you.
then you
Now,
feed them.
To be fair, their Pokemon could be all Rattatas and Pidgeys and stupid shit. But I feel like probably not. You know what I mean? I feel like they always get a way to die.
Okay. So. You want to roll up on the Elite Four, level 70 plus.
Yeah, I figured probably. So we're pushing to 60 before we hit the Cinnibar gym. And I figure I'll probably push to 70 before we hit the Viridian City gym.
You push to 60, you'll be able to take out Lorelei. First in the Elite Four.
So I'm pretty sure once you get the final gym badge, makes it so that you can
Go all the way to 100.
yeah, go all the way. It says any level will listen to you. And that, to be fair, that might actually be a thing I do off screen.
Yeah, going
between
all the way to 100 is going to
because going to 100 is such
a slog.
Yeah, it takes a long time. I'll have to be playing this shit off screen probably for a while to make that work.
Probably do that on a side thing. Get a different stream going.
No, I'll just if I have to skip a week before taking on the Elite Four, or if I do have to do a week where all we do is grind for that week, that's fine by me. But I figure by the end of this, I figure I should have done enough grinding probably. What time is it now? Yeah, I figure we should be able to take on the Cinnibar gym by the end of this. And so next week, I think we should be able to take on the Viridian gym. And then maybe 1 or 2 weeks after that, we should be able to take on Elite Four and win. Another reason I want to get to level 100 is I've just never done it in this game. I think I ended up beating the Elite Four at level 80 something the first time I played.
Hello, Jigglypuff. Somebody might actually hurt.
Yeah, Jigglypuff would hurt, but...
No, I'm saying Psybeam would hurt Jigglypuff pretty bad.
Oh, maybe. I don't think there's anything I can hand Porygon to make this shit more powerful, though. You pop the fan on.
Yeah. Hey, with that.
Wrong button. People keep seeing.
The behind the scenes.
Yeah. People keep seeing things I don't want them to see. Stop doing that, mate.
Oh.
Forget if actually Wind does any real damage. It's super effective, but didn't really hurt.
Not super effective.
I'm 10 levels higher than him, that's why it's not super effective enough. I wish it was disabling though, because Dugtrio does show up in here.
Yeah.
And that's going to be problematic to fight him with Johnny 5, because the only attack I currently have is Psybeam. I'm going to give this a shot, because while he's 32, he's a first generation Pokemon. No, fuck you. I'm not letting you get away with that. I'm not going to let you hit my guy while he's sleeping.
Fuck you!
Stun Spore I can deal with. Although I'm tempted to use this anyway.
why I don't hear that until after the fight. Thank you. Fuck you.
I really don't like paralysis for that reason.
Yeah.
32, he's got sleep powder and paralysis, and sleep powder and stun powder. What else does he have? Probably sweet scent. Nice. Okay, we go heal. Status effects. And grab some paralyzed heals from the mart. I'm out of those.
You said level 32?
Level 32 of what?
The Oddish.
Yeah. What would he have?
Well, he would know Absorb, any combination of, four combinations of these. He'd have Absorb, Sweet Scent, Poison Powder, Stun Spore, Sleep Powder, Acid, and Moonlight.
You do not sell paralyzed heals.
See, Moonlight is annoying because that would heal the, that heals the Oddish based on what the weather is. And I think it's like if it's clear out or night, like clear day or something, clear night, something like that. I don't know exactly, but
One of them is a full heal, right?
it's not so much a full heal, but it heals a lot.
Okay, so we have learned that Johnny 5 can, in fact, beat one of these guys on his own.
What does chlorophyll do?
That's a good question. Wild Honest use Moonlight.
Chlorophyll, sunny day. When a sunny day is in effect, Oddish's speed is double.
I'm just gonna make you burn all your uses of Moonlight, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, and there's going to be... You can only do that 3 more times.
Oh, look at that. Your stun spore missed. Bitch. Oh no. Don't like that. Don't like that you can hit me with damage.
Except...
It wasn't too much damage.
Yeah. Next fight should win. Or should level.
Yeah, we'll see what we end up fighting. Kabuto. Could I fight that as Johnny 5 and win? I wonder. Battle armor? Maybe not. Oh, Mudshot. I don't know if that would do extra damage to me, but it's the fact that he definitely will do damage though. So we'll swap him. Ha! Keen eye, bitch. Get out of here. I didn't mean to use fly.
Yeah, but...
It'll do, pig. It'll do.
Yeah.
Not very effective.
Effective enough.
Effective enough to put him in the red, that's for sure.
Problem. Johnny 5 leveled up!
Johnny 5 still alive.
Johnny 5 actually has won a fight.
Yep. I think he win fights against any of the weaker Pokemon, just... Against the Pokemon Manor Pokemons? It's a tougher fight.
Mm-hmm.
Against Route 21 Pokemons, I'm pretty sure it's a tougher fight too.
know that Johnny Five can beat
One of these guys.
an oddish. Sharpen. Reduces the what? Polygon count and raises attack. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna see how much this is gonna set us back.
Not too much.
Worse.
The speed didn't improve. I need caffeine. Is there any coffee made? Okay. Can I beat this guy? Probably not, honest. Let's wing attack. Oh, here we go. Moonlight? Moonlight? Oh, stunned for. Yeah, that's deal withable. Perfect. I take it the answer to that my question is no. I'll give this a try. I don't think it'll work. It won't do a lot of damage. Yeah, no, it won't, but it does confuse him. That's nice. Let's swap to Jimmy. Nice. And in for the wing attack. That is filled right to the brim, isn't it?
It was filled a little bit further to the brim, but the sock took that one.
Oh. That took me a moment. In my head, I heard him say that and thought he dipped his sock in my coffee. And I am just giving him a death glare before I realized he probably just meant that he spilled a little of the coffee and it landed on his sock. That makes a lot more sense.
I might be a dick, but I'm not that big of a dick.
That definitely makes more sense. It feels like something that would actually happen and not like a cartoon villain origin story.
Oh my god. villains.
And ever since that day, I swore to destroy all socks.
And I don't care if they're attached to people's feet or not.
That's a bit too dark for a villain.
Huh?
That's a bit too dark for cartoon villain.
Ah, fair. I mean, have you met a Sonic villain, though?
You know, any of the Sonic villains that are Eggman are not cartoon villains. Like, they're cartoon villains, but they're more like anime villains.
Yeah, but then again, Metal Sonic.
Yeah, exactly. He's like an anime villain. To be fair, Sonic is very anime inspired.
Yeah,
It's
true.
not just an outright anime character in and of himself. He's he's made by the Japanese, the same people who made anime. Where's my thing?
There it is.
I'm confused and I hurt myself in my confusion apparently. Why does Nightshade not affect Jimmy? Interesting. Could you literally do anything else? Jimmy, I swear to God.
If you kill yourself, there you go.
God damn, dude. This is why I hate confusion. So lame. In the words of Uncle Roger, hiya, East Sad Life. Ugh. I wonder I wonder how the financial situation works in this Pokemon game.
Oh God.
I only say that because I'm thinking in terms of like we made that like thought process where everything was run by the school, obviously, in Paldea.
In Paldea with Pokemon Scarlet Violet.
Yeah, and it makes sense. Like they run all this other stuff and like practically everything in the region around Paldea or around the big school.
Kind of like how GCU does, basically here in and around the area where GCU is.
They don't own everything. And they
a
don't
good deal.
run everything. There's a lot of little businesses and whatnot. But we're talking about like how the Pokemart.
Yeah.
It's a service that's free for the students. And it makes sense that that could be that the Pokemart, the company, has a deal with the school that for all the Pokemarts in a certain area, they're getting paid by the school. But Pokecenters are free in this game too.
I think in the anime.
But they don't give a lot of like information regarding like how that works in the game. Because in this game, it's just like they didn't try to. How do I put this? So like for Scarlet and Violet, it's not like they changed anything about the lore of the games. They just happen to create a story piece, a story centerpiece around which it would actually make sense in a real world context that this stuff could operate, giving you the benefit of this is free for your use through the fact that it's a paid for thing through the school and you're paying tuition to the school and the school is then using some of that tuition money to pay the Poke Center and Pokemart companies to operate these stands in the areas nearby.
So here's the thing.
But I don't know how you would justify it in this game.
In the anime, the Kanto region also has such a school.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Interesting. Is the anime canon to the games at all?
I don't know, but I definitely do know that some of the later ones, they are canon to the games, because the champion that you fight in Sword and Shield, is also the champion that Ash goes up against in the anime
For that zone.
for that area.
That makes sense though, because he's a major character in the video game, to the point that if they're trying to be at all, if they're trying to pull any anime to video game-ness at all, they'd have to use him. Because, if I recall correctly, the champion for Sword and Shield is that dude who shows up at the beginning with the long blonde hair, right? Or maybe it's not long blonde hair. He's your rival's older brother.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's all like, he's big muscle dude with the cape and everything, and he's all like, get pumped or whatever.
No, that is not him.
That's not him?
No, the champion's like.
Hold on. I'm gonna stop this fight right now and go Google image search, because I have a feeling I know exactly who I'm talking about, and it's exactly who I said it is. Okay. Pokemon Sword and Shield champion. Because he's like,
He's not swole.
I always thought he looked swole, personally. Yeah, this guy. He's totally swole. You see his muscles. He's got the cape and everything. That's who you're talking about, right?
Yeah, you say
Purple hair
swole,
man.
I'm thinking Lieutenant Surge.
Nah. Leon, that's his name.
Yeah.
I should remember that. Because it's a good name.
It's funny because at the end of the game, he actually, like, you go...
You good?
Yeah, I just... Some sprite went down the wrong pipe and tried to kill me. So, after you beat the Elite Four, you know, after you beat the gym challenge after you beat Leon the first time, you go home and you find a Charmander in a Pokeball in your room. In your house. With a note that says, I can't wait for our next matchup.
I assume you're insinuating that that's left there by the champion.
Champion left it there. Well, it's not so much insinuated, it's straight up there because it signed him.
Oh, okay. Should probably try to avoid any more spoilers. Just out of like, because I do intend to do all of them. Like this is a series that I will just hold for a long time on my channel, because it's one of these things where I never played. In fact, I would like to do this with a lot of series I never played through. Like I'd like to go back to the original Final Fantasy and play through all of them. I like to play through all the Resident Evils. These are game series I've never played, never got really into before. I feel like it would be interesting to do it that way and then record like all my reactions to all of that stuff, first time stuff. I did play a little bit of the new Resi 2, by the way, the remaster or remake.
I can't wait to see the reaction to how you fight in Resi 5.
My takeaway from Resident Evil 2 was that I had one of these moments where, what is it, Mr. X, the big chonkus? He doesn't look like Nemesis. He's got like a very human looking face under.
Yeah, but he's
got a hat.
He's basically a statue but his function is basically Nemesis.
Yeah, so he's not always there, but he's there. There's a point in the game where you meet where he crashes into the game for the first time, and from that point forward, he is always somewhere.
He's trying to get you. His end goal is always towards you.
You can get away from him. You can temporarily confuse him and like get him not to. Ooh, ouch.
But, yeah, your desire, the ability to actually beat him is not worth it.
Well, I was gonna say, don't you just like stun him for a while? You don't actually beat him?
Yeah, basically.
So, what I remember was I came into a room that had one of these zombies that's hanging from the ceiling that, that's like a zombie monster creature thing. It was hanging from the ceiling. It's very pink and fleshy. And, scared the piss out of me. And then, I proceeded to, unload a shotgun into it at point blank range until I was satisfied it was dead. And I was like, yeah, that's what you get, bitch. And I turned around and there's fucking X right there. Boom! Fist in my face instantly. And I was just like, why?
Instant face fisting.
It was, that was my experience with Resi 2. And that's about as far as I made it into Resi 2. Because once that happened, I was like, alright, I'm not doing this anymore.
Well, it's the shooting mechanic in 5 that I want to see your reaction to. Because it is...
5 is the one with 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you, right?
I don't think so.
No?
But that's one where you play as Leon.
You play Leon in 5?
Hold on.
I thought Wesker was the bad guy in 5, wasn't he? Don't you play Chris and Jill in 5? I feel like Leon's 4, isn't it? Because, like, it's the story where like, you have the dumb president daughter girl who constantly runs off to do stupid shit. Can you not be captured by a cult for 5 minutes?
So there's, just so you're aware, there's a PS4 version of Resi 5.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Also,
Because I saw Skull and Voidy play Resi 6, like the very end of it. Or the very end of one of the stories. And that looked very interesting. But there's definitely a sense of, like, I don't know the background of what's going on here. I just know there's this bad guy who turns into a giant T-Rex monster at the end.
So, you play as Chris and...
Jill Valentine, I think, right? It's Chris
Redfield and Shiva Alomar.
Oh, right. Jill gets killed at the beginning, doesn't she? Because there's like a cutscene where they fight Wesker, and Wesker kicks their ass.
Yeah, but she doesn't...
You know what? I'm going to stop asking questions now because I don't want stuff spoiled for me.
Sorry.
Oh, another series I have to get all the way through. I have to play every single one that's currently out for it, and every DLC, is Borderlands. Because I only played the first one, and I need to get through all of them. So, like, there's a lot of series where, like, I started to do things with it when I was younger. A lot of the times, I'll be honest with you, for probably about 5 or 6 years, I'd start playing a game series, and then I would be like, but school, and then I'd not play that game series again for a while.
Or then he'd start, and then Destiny happened.
That is also fair, more fair than I want it to be. That was very much a thing I did for a while. I'd just be like, yeah, I could do that, or you know what, Destiny.
But there's this new raid out in Destiny! Yeah, thanks.
Yes, called out. Yes, I am very called out right now. I've done that to him with anime too. He'll be like, hey, you should watch Assassination Classroom. VOG. If you play Destiny, you know what VOG is, but it's a raid.
Yeah.
He knows the shorthands for everything because I wouldn't shut up. Has nothing to do with the fact he knows anything about Destiny.
He's the reason I don't play Destiny.
Well, Destiny doesn't deserve to get played anymore.
Well,
you know, that's my opinion.
I stopped playing Destiny long before it turned to garbage.
Oh yeah, he did play Destiny for a little while. I forgot about that.
I played Destiny for a little while.
He was a hunter main.
Oh yeah, I was a hunter main. And no, I wasn't. I didn't have to utilize the sliding shotgun strat because I knew the jump shotgun strat.
Also, he was way too good at hitting you with the throwing knife.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
way too good. Like, my guy, how are you not cheating good?
I got called out for hacks like 1,800 times.
It's annoying because as a Titan, which is what I played all the time, you have to be next to your guy to melee them. But he'd yeet a fucking knife across the map and hit me in the head.
And it doesn't matter with a...
And that's considered a melee attack.
It's a melee attack, so it's basically a one-shot KO.
No, it takes your shield out in one hit. Automatically, because it's a melee attack. It's busted.
And then, because...
So, he'd run at me, throw the knife from like 20 feet away. I'd attempt to dodge, fail, and by the time I recovered, he's in my face beating my ass to death. Or with a shotgun just going, BANG!
And then I'm over here freaking, like, 2 jumps in, pointing the shotgun down at the top of his head going, BANG! And he's like, where the hell did you go? Because...
He's very good at that knife thing. Very, very good at that knife thing.
The Titan, you know, the Titan has the highest jump.
Yeah, bar none. Nobody
Bar
can jump
none.
as high as the Titan.
But nobody can jump the way, nobody can top the Hunter on maneuverability mid-jump.
Which is really advantageous when you're playing
Because
PvP.
I can't tell you how many times he was ready to freaking brain me in the air, and the next thing I know, I'm like 20 feet to the right.
It's irritating, I'm not gonna lie.
And he's just like, how did you do that?
Hunter jump. That's like,
Hunter.
that's the answer. Hunter jump. Because you get it. So with each class had a different way that jump worked. So with the wizard one, Warlock, it was a glide, meaning that you jumped as high as you were going to jump, and unless you double jumped very quickly, you wouldn't make any more air. And what it did was more like slow your fall, which is not great for getting places. The Hunter, you jump, and then you can double jump, and then if you have the right add-on, you can triple jump. Or not the right add-on, the right thing in your, like, subclass thing.
The right perk. Which is why I...
Yeah.
Which is why I was a solar main. A solar hunter main.
Because that had the triple jump, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, the thing is, every time you did one of those jumps, so the first one you could jump in whatever direction you needed to. Whenever you started your double jump, you could instantly change directions, 180 degrees, 90 degrees, whatever, and jump in that direction, which is insanely good for maneuverability. Whereas the Titan had like blast jets. You jump in the air and then you just fly like a fucking eagle.
The Titan had one direction to go in a jump, and that was up.
The Titan, well, actually no, the Warlock was the weakest, like the most easy target in the air. The Titan was an easier target than a Hunter, but the Titan had the added bonus of the fucking, you could just stop mid-jump and do the fucking knee meteor dash burst. So if somebody decided, hey, I'm gonna kill the floating Hunter, or the floating Titan, you could just be like, no.
But the thing that made the Warlocks so easy was their trajectory was just slow and predictable.
And they had no option to cancel it at all. No. I think they did in Destiny 2 fix that, but in the original Destiny there was no option. Once you started the glide animation, you were just stuck in it. You could shoot from it, but you were just a target, and there's nothing you could do about it.
But my favorite thing was when Zavala was talking about the Hunter Blade Dancers. He's like, the best way to deal with a Hunter Blade Dancer is don't let them blade dance.
That's fair. Because I just remember, like, I remember seeing a video they put up way back when Destiny 1 was the thing. This guy just put a video of him coming around the corner, seeing a blade dancer zipping around, and then he just turns around and plays, fuck that shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No, thank you.
That reminds me of the time you had the Boss Melter 5000.
The minigun? The minigun? What was it? Sweet Business. That's what it's called. The Sweet Business.
And you're just wrecking face. and this dude comes in, sees what you had, and is like, nope.
Yup.
Dude goes through the door, sees what you're carrying. He hears the wind up, and nopes out immediately.
It's that scene from The Expendables where he's just like, boom, 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 and you hear that, and then like Stallone just like turns, and you see the doorway. He walks past the door, just going, boom, 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 boom. So Stallone's just like, I'm gonna go that way.
Or my favorite scene from Orange is the New Black, where the security guard comes out during a jailbreak and just turns around and goes, nope.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'd make a bad prison guard. I'm not fighting those fuckers. Are you kidding me? Jailbreak happens, I'm gonna go hide in my little like spot, and you guys do whatever you're gonna do. I'm not putting my life on the line for that shit. Sorry. So I'm trying to figure out exactly what yawn is. Does he like yawn air out? Because it looks like it yawns it out, and then I like suck up his yawned air, which is kind of gross.
Kind of weird, but I think what it is that basically when it's going towards you, it's basically the whole idea of getting tired. You know, because you know how yawning is addictive.
I was gonna say, yeah, there's like I think it's based off the fact that like if you yawn, everyone else yawns. So it makes other people tired is the idea.
Yeah.
Which in real life, that's not how it works. It makes you yawn. It doesn't necessarily make you tired.
Yeah. Because if you notice,
This was a mistake. Oh, a critical hit and it didn't do a lot of damage.
Yawn
Okay.
in this
We'll
doesn't.
try this.
It doesn't put you to sleep immediately. It gives you a couple of turns.
It gives you one turn. In this game. It might give you more than one turn in future games. I don't know. I think I've said this before. I played a little bit of... I played this game all the way through. Played a little bit of Gold, a little bit of Ruby. I played till the third area in... Arceus.
Oh.
I played through the first gym in Shield and through the first gym in Shining Pearl. And I played through the first gym and a little more in Violet. And that has thus far been my Pokemon experience.
And of course there's everything you've seen us do here.
Well, yeah, but since I've beaten this game before, I feel like it kind of doesn't count. I'm just doing the challenge version of it, which is part of the reason why I did this. Is because like I could just play the games, but then I'm not gonna feel attached to any of my Pokemon. That's like my reasoning, right?
Yeah.
My thought process is like if I lose somebody, I want to feel I've lost something. I want to feel that I failed. I fucked up.
Like, for example, in Pokemon Scarlet, I don't have a main party. I have the weakness of the last gym.
Yeah.
I have whatever the weakness is for the gym that I'm going up for.
Yeah, I've already reached the point where I have so many Pokemon that I just stopped trying to get all the Pokemon leveled the same. Because I was trying to say, alright, I'll get everybody to level 20 and then I'll move on to the next area. And it's like, no, there's just too many.
The only way that is... Okay, first of all, that is a viable option in Scarlet and Violet. Because the Blissey freaking farm exists. Holy cow.
Yeah, but I haven't run into a Blissey farm yet.
Yeah, you're not ready for a Blissey farm yet. But then again, the Happiny farm would do everything that a Blissey farm would do for low levels.
I think I'm... Because like what I've most recently done is I've started to find the like crystals about and fight the terrestrialized Pokemon in them.
Yeah. Then there's that too.
Because they give you a lot of XP candies. And then you just feed the XP candies to the Pokemon.
The problem with that though is you're going to run into a ceiling.
A ceiling?
Yeah.
Like a point at which you can't feed them anymore, or
Well,
a point to which...
Before it takes an obscene amount
Of candies to level anything up.
Because you're gonna run into the point where it's no longer beneficial to use extra small candies anymore. You want small candies, so then you want to go up to the next tier of raid battles. In order to get the next tier of raid battles, you have to do the next gym. And if you got to the ceiling,
what does Water Veil do?
Water Veil, I believe, they'll wrap themselves in a healing water thing.
No, it's a passive that Seeking has, is Water Veil.
Yeah, but I think what it does is it heals.
It's not like a resistance against water situation? The good Jared. Blah! Okay, we're gonna swap Pokemon because I'm not doing anything with this.
Yeah. Seeking...
I need Johnny 5 to stay alive, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, he's at the point where he can somewhat hold his own.
Yeah, he's doing alright. He's got some work to do. Yep, we got to level 30.
Level 30.
Perfect. Let's go heal him up. The thing is, Johnny is going to take the longest time to level right now because he's the lowest level.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to get him up. Because I've already got 3 of my Pokemon at 50. And then it'll just be a matter of getting them to 60. Ideally, I'd like to try to get the Cinnibar gym done today. But if I end up just grinding, you know, it won't kill me.
But in all seriousness, though, I think as far as Pokemon games go, Scarlet and Violet are arguably the easiest games in all of Pokemon.
Easiest. Define that for me.
You don't have to go. You don't have to. You know, you have to do less work to be able to get loot because it's just scattered everywhere.
You technically have that in other video games.
Yes.
Or in other
for
Pokemon
example,
games.
by the time I even caught my first Eevee, I had the ability to create every single evolution 16 times over.
I feel like that's a bit of an exaggeration, but I'll take it.
No, I'm not. I even had 25 Firestones by the time I caught my first Eevee.
The reason I feel like that's not accurate is because I found Eevee in like the first area I went to. Like
Yeah,
he's a rarer spawn, but he's not like a rare spawn. He's just rarer than Jigglypuff and Smoliv or whatever.
Yeah, well, because I had to go out of my way to. For me, I had to go out of my way to catch Eevee.
I did not. I made
it like 4 gyms in before I even found Eevee, and one of those gyms that I went through was where you find Eevee. Was an area where you find Eevee.
Interesting.
But,
yeah, because there's like 3 main storylines in that one, right? Because like I know in this game, it's just the one story. I mean, there's technically 2 storylines going on, but they intertwine because Giovanni's the boss of the final gym. You have to do storyline 2 to get storyline 1 finished. In that sense. And so you have 2 primary objectives, which is to defeat Team Rocket, which is twofold. You have to defeat them as Silph Company, and you have to defeat them in their base. And then, after you've defeated, as well as defeat Team Rocket, you also have to defeat, you have to defeat the Elite Four, and to get to the Elite Four, you have to beat all 8 gyms. So, Cinnibar Island Gym is Gym 7.
But, in Scarlet and Violet, the 3,
it's beat the gym. It's the champion path, which is beat the gyms, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then there's
then there's the Urba Mystica,
Which is the help me do research path.
and then there's
Yeah, there's
and
another
then
one.
there's the
And then of course you could.
the Team Star Quest, the Team Star one.
Oh right, yeah. You have to beat Team Star.
But
But
the thing is
I don't know if they're intertwined because I haven't played
They-
far enough in the game.
um,
So don't. Well, you could tell me if they're intertwined.
they are intertwined, but I won't tell you why.
Yeah, just don't give me any information about it.
Because it's not really spoilery to say yes, they're intertwined.
I imagine they're intertwined. I'd be willing to bet that there's probably a sense of like there's certain star bosses you can't take out until you've done certain things.
You can do anything in any order.
Oh well. That
I
they
mean-
might be narratively intertwined then, but they're not intertwined game-wise. It's not like this game where you literally cannot beat the last gym unless you've already gone through Silphco and the rocket base.
Yeah. For example, the first, both myself and RGB went, and I'm playing Scarlet. He played Violet on stream,
Mm-hmm.
and his last starbase was my first starbase.
So, out of curiosity on that one, right? I assumed that there is like an order to do each of these things in.
Ideally, yes.
With the thought process being that like once you leave the school, there's like areas that are lower level and areas that are higher level.
Yes.
And so if you go to a town in a higher level area, the gym in that town is going to have higher level Pokemon. So you would need to have done. You probably would have done.
A fair amount of grinding.
Yeah, and you probably done a gym prior to that point,
Yeah,
theoretically.
but
Because you go to the gym with the fucking Smoliv fields.
I think he did a Team Starbase first instead of the first gym.
Instead of a gym, yeah.
Versus I did a gym first instead of a.
Yeah, I also did a gym first. I haven't done any of the star bosses, and I haven't done any. No, I did one gym and one Herba Mystica. Now that I think about it, because there was a giant albatross or whatever.
Yeah, that was my second one, and I was barely leveled for that. Because I remember getting to it easy.
Yeah, because you have the rocks it throws down the fucking.
Yeah, you just move at any speed in any direction to dodge them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get up
We
there.
are the same level, but how much you want to bet he kicks my ass?
I mean, and then you
And I
get up
have to
there,
do something
and
else.
he just freaking.
Oh no! We are not fighting you with him.
I am so glad that missed.
We are not fighting you with him. That's not happening.
No.
That's not happening. Jimmy, save me.
But when I
He
got
be
up
sleeping.
there, that freaking bird was like, he walked up, he rolls up on me, and I'm.
Oh, that's not cool. So I mean, that's tactically genius, but I don't like that an enemy got to do it. So he used rest, which puts him to sleep, and heals him. And he had a berry that wakes him up immediately after.
Excuse.
On the same turn, so he doesn't even have to wait another turn to take an awakening.
Excuse me. What? How dare you use tactics? That's our
It
job.
yawned, but it failed. Yeah, no shit, I wasn't there. Let's go, bitch.
But yeah, he just, I'm looking at myself. Oh, okay, I'm high level. I think I'm high enough level, and I was, because that's what the internet told me. I rolled up on it with all the type advantages, and he's like, "Oh, by the way."
Yeah, the Titan Pokemon are no fucking joke.
And like I was like I didn't get knocked. I didn't lose.
You didn't white out.
I didn't white out. But oh my! That was the first time I had to earn a fight, and I was like, "Jesus!" Like, there were freaking revives getting tossed out. Well, I think I used like 10 revives on that fight.
Not surprised. Yeah, those because I went into the Titan fight, and I was all like, okay, this is gonna be a boss fight, whatever. But as long as I'm like good, it's a flying type. I'll bring rock type, and oh no, it hurts.
Oh no, it has rock type too.
It hurts. It just hurts.
Like
so much.
He just rolls up on you like, yeah.
Sup, bitch? Get off my mountain.
Exactly. Like, this is my mountain. You know, I own this shit. I'm surprised. Oh god.
Bro, stop with the poison sting, please.
Right, that too. But the one that bothered.
I wonder if he's immune to poison because he's a synthetic Pokemon.
Probably.
That's twice he's hit me with it and not poison.
Do I still have that page up on my?
I don't know. Here's another thing too. Another thing that's really great about doing a Nuzlocke is like, for example,
he's basic to poison. He's immune to ghost though.
No, but can he be poisoned? Is what I'm asking. Not that he's immune to poison damage. He's immune to the poison condition. There we go. Oh, Porygon. That's the word I'm looking for. So, like, Porygon is not... Generally speaking, I don't go out of my way to get Porygon because he's the Pokemon that takes way the fuck too much effort to get your hands on. So as a result, I would never, like, use him in battle in a normal playthrough.
Yeah, I can't see what his condition immunities are.
Interesting.
But I know he's got,
I could Google it.
I know he's a normal to, poison.
Go back to all, actually. And then just say, is... Fat-fingered. Is Porygon...
Legendary!
He might be a pseudo-legendary, I don't know.
No, he's not.
Immune to... the... poison... condition. Find out what it says. Porygon. It's not telling me anything about it. Oh well. Is what it is. It would make sense, I think, for him to be immune to the poison condition. Wait, there's a Porygon 3? Or a Porygon Z?
Porygon.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I take it Porygon 2 isn't part of this generation. It's probably 3rd generation or later. Right? When was he introduced? I'll swap back to my chat now.
Yeah.
You can look it up on your phone, just in case Pocky's over here telling me stuff, and I'm ignoring him.
Yeah.
By complete accident because I'm
we
googling.
don't want to ignore the Pocky.
Seal woke up. Used Icy Wind.
Oh! Yeah, you can get Porygon 2 in this.
I can?
Yeah.
How do I evolve him into Porygon 2?
Yeah, leaf green.
I don't. Do I have to trade him?
Yes.
God damn it. So Porygon 2 is available in Fire Red and Blue Green.
Yes.
Was he available in the original Red and Green? Or original Red and Blue, whatever it was?
I don't think so.
Bro, stop using rest, dude. It's annoying. He goes to sleep. I hit him for like 3 turns of damage. Then he wakes up and immediately hits rest again. And heals himself.
At least he doesn't heal himself every time he freaking has a turn. That would be fracking annoying.
Well, yeah, but he might as well, because I hit him for like these 3 turns, right? And now he goes into yellow. Oh, now he's confused. That might help. Wild Steel woke up. Wild Steel is confused. Use rest. See? Immediately, and it full heals him. This is ridiculous. How many times can he use rest? Because he's used it like 4 times already. I've only got 1 move that does damage.
How many times did he use it so far?
I think 4 or 5.
Well, then he's got 5 or 6.
God damn it. Please don't use rest. Thank God.
Knock yourself out, bub.
Jeebus. That was an excruciating fight.
That was annoying.
Yeah, now I have to go heal. Not because I lost health, but because I used fucking way too many points. Way too much PP.
Points.
I used way too much PP. The world runs on PP.
Yeah, more or less.
There's a part of me that thinks, like, if we could find a way to genuinely recycle every fluid that the human body, like, gets rid of and use it in some way that's beneficial to us, that would be super cool. There's another part of me that goes, no, please don't do that. It's disgusting.
You're right.
You know?
I thought that was thunder.
Oh, the motorcycle.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what?
Thunder. Ah.
Tauntaun.
Can I beat a level 32 Haunter with a level 31 Porygon?
If he uses ghost type moves on you, it's not gonna do the according to it.
Fair enough, yeah. Doesn't affect 95. But Psybeam
But
affects
Psybeam will.
Oh, and it affects him super effectively.
Oh yes. Hey, remember that Nightshade you tried?
Still didn't work.
You know what really sucks about Haunter though?
What?
You gotta trade him to get game art.
In this game, yes. Is that...
Insane thing with...
Oh, is that true in every game?
And I have a shiny Haunter. And I need to get him. I need to trade him. And then
So in other
trade
words, you
him
need to
back.
find somebody who will let you trade them to him. Trade him to them, and then also willingly trade it back to you.
Yes.
Because if you just trade them, they're gonna be like, oh, fuck no, I'm keeping the shiny.
Yes.
People are not cool like that.
Yeah. I mean, thank you RGB for the shiny Ghastly and all. But getting it leveled up is.
Oh, you might just trade with RGB. See if he's the one to do that.
I mean, fair. The trick, but then the trick comes with
I love that it confuses people. I hate confusion being used on me.
Yeah,
But if it's used on someone else, I'm totally okay with it. It's not fair. It's not fair when you affect me with things that are not beneficial to me. It's only fair if I get to affect you with things that are not
How
beneficial to
dare
you.
you use tactics? That's only allowed by me.
I was just saying this because I was watching Yerv's newest video this morning, and he was bitching about, oh shit, Johnny Five's almost dead. I didn't even notice that. That would be bad. That would be like a lot of bad. Where's my max potion? Or my hyper potion? Please end this torment. Oh, he can be poisoned. Okay. Okay.
Yo,
We are
that
immediately
backboard
swapping.
bro.
Dude. God damn, he hits like a truck. Why is this Sand Slash in particular so damn strong?
Right?
I've not had this much trouble with Sand Slash until right now. Okay. I need antidotes.
Also,
So you can be poisoned.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Also, there's your answer whether or not
He can be
or
poisoned,
not.
yeah. I was kind of hopeful because he hadn't been poisoned for like 3 hits of it, and I was like, oh, maybe he's just because he's not a normal Pokemon. They said go parasailing, it'll be fun. Right into the shark maw.
Is that time when you realize I am in the Matrix? I can do parkour.
You know how I say all the time, this body don't run. You put something like that behind me? Oh, you'll find out how quick I can run, actually, it turns out. I am perfectly capable of
Albert!
I'm perfectly capable of burning the fuck out of some calories if I am sufficiently motivated.
This motherfucker be like Choji.
Unlike Choji, I can't just burn it all and then be a badass.
Yeah,
muscle boy
he
underneath.
doesn't have a butterfly mode though. He just has a sit.
That's a lame name for it. Screw you, Snorlax, and your full heals. And your immediate wake up berry. That's so dumb. Because he put me to sleep with Yawn, so now he's going to be able to slap me around while I'm asleep. Unless I want to use an awakening. Do I have any more? I do.
Okay. So this squirrel grabs like this sugar cookie,
Mm-hmm.
leaves it on the windowsill for the owner of the house, and then just dips out.
Oh, I've seen that. The owner of the house comes home and is like, what the fuck is this? Goes to check the cameras and he's like, what the fuck?
If it wasn't on camera, no one would believe this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. What did you do to get in good with the Squirrel Mafia?
Dude, right? I mean, if there's a mafia to get in good with, there's 2. The Squirrel Mafia and the Crow.
Yeah, I don't know if those two get along though.
Dude, if you can somehow broker a peace, some sort of peace treaty between the 2, I'm sorry, there's some world domination shit going on there.
I don't know about that. But you could definitely, if you wanted to, you could definitely get very rich with crows.
Dude, right?
If you train them to understand this thing specifically, I want you to go get for me. They will run around and get cash and coins and shit. Wow, that is that is an insult. I will spare the internet. I mean, it's already on the internet.
It's already on the internet.
But I'll spare my viewers that particular.
Yeah, I will also spare your viewers that.
Bro! That's fucked up!
That's fucked up! Like, damn!
That's your going to hell for laughing at it fucked up.
Yeah! What the fuck?
What does lock on do? User locks onto the foe, making the next move sure to hit. Oh, okay. We can replace agility with that, because agility is garbage. This one at least has a little bit of usefulness.
This is why everybody sat in the back of the class.
He's over here showing me memes that my folks can't see. Because we ran out of discussions about Destiny to be had.
I mean, Destiny ran out of Destiny. We had.
Fair enough. I don't like what they did with it. Like, I get, in general, that right now the thought is that microtransacting the fuck out of video games is the future of video games, and that's just the business model you have to use if you expect to make enough money to stay relevant. But I hate the model. I hate it. Just give me a game with all the things in the game. Don't make me pay for 20 more parts as we move along. That's ridiculous to me.
Just, if you're gonna come out with an entire new game's worth of content, just make a 3.
Yeah.
Novel idea. Just make a 3.
Just yeah. Or 2 or whatever it is. Like, let's I understand that model working for something like an MMO, because they already kind of had that model going for them. This World of Warcraft pioneered it, where you paid like a monthly subscription to play, and then you also had to pay for the expansions to the game. And that makes a little more sense, because the idea with those expansions is that the world of the game you're playing is actively changing as things happen. It's a bummer to come into the game later and realize, oh, I missed all these big important events. But it's really cool when you're playing the game to see through it. Like, I remember joining World of Warcraft a few years ago just to kind of test it out and see what it was like, because I never played it before. And I just remember that there was a zone, I want to say I played a Sun Elf or something like that. There's a zone that was just this big black bunch of dead rock and nothing, filled with undead enemies. And I remember at one point asking my friend who had like invited me to join him with it, like, what is this? Why is there just this track of dead blackness in the middle of shit? And he goes, oh yeah, that was like an event in the game that happened. There was like an army that moved through a certain area, and wherever the army went, there's a big track of black. And I was saying everything in the zone is dead, because it was an undead army raised by the Lich King. And I'm sitting here like, in my head, I'm sitting like, God damn it, that sounds like such a cool thing to be involved in, and I didn't get to do it because I wasn't playing back then.
Oh, good fuck, no.
I'm going to ignore it on purpose.
That's probably for the best.
Oh, nice. Pretty good hit. Let's go.
Thanking is a one-handed round of applause and appreciation of a magnificent ass.
When you're spanking your girlfriend, yes.
Yes. When you're a kid.
When you're a kid, it's punishment.
Yeah.
There we go. Hit.
Oh, ow. No. No.
Don't know what you were looking at.
You don't want to know.
Okay. I trust you.
Thank you.
Is it as bad as baby puke in a daddy's mouth?
Worse.
Ah.
Especially for men.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yeah.
Shadow Punch doesn't affect Johnny 5 either.
Yeah, Shadow Punch is a ghost move.
I'm aware. I wish I was getting more than
Yo!
one viewer, because I really want to raid people, but it feels like Not really worth raiding people when it's just one guy. If I could get 2 or 3 at least, I'd feel like I'd have a reason to raid.
Dude, I need this coffee maker.
Chucked Mr. Coffee.
You got something a bit more my style.
See, I like... Oh, man. I want to say it's called, like, the Belgian Royal Coffee machine. Like, if you look that up, it's Belgian or something like that. Royal Coffee machine or something. It only makes 1 cup at a time. It's the most bougie fucking coffee machine ever. I want one so bad. Oh, it's like a...
Belgian Royal Coffee Maker.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
You see why? You see why, right?
Friggin' Rasputin called. He wants his
so
alchemy
the way this
set
works
back.
is it has something to do with like you boil water and it causes like this container to pop up.
Okay, we're gonna go back to a regular image of this thing so you don't accidentally buy this on Amazon.
Yeah, no, they're kind of expensive. They're
It's
like
$154.
I guess like $150 for one.
I mean, I have it in my account, but I need that $154 for things. But jeezums.
Yeah, so the coffee comes out into this thing here, right?
Yeah.
And I think you put, I don't remember exactly what you put in here, but the grounds go in here. And something about how this all sets up.
I feel like the milk would go in here or something.
Or maybe the coffee goes, I don't remember. Oh no, the coffee comes out of the gold tin, right?
Yeah.
And it causes this gold tin to come up. And there's something to do with that, with the... you'd have to look it up on YouTube to watch a video of how it works.
Yeah.
But it's a very interesting system, and it's a very like it comes off as like a really bougie machine. What I will tell you is this: I wouldn't want that to be my coffee maker that I use every morning before going to work because it takes way too long to set up, way too long to just get your coffee.
That's the kind of coffee maker you set up for when you get back from it, when you bring the girl back from the date.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even necessarily need to put coffee in there, you just put tea in there.
You could, yeah. You could probably. I can't see why you wouldn't be able to make tea with it. I don't know. Tea works very similarly to coffee, but generally, I don't know if that machine would actually work for tea, actually.
It really depends on the tea.
I don't know the full extent of, like, what the difference between tea and coffee is enough to know, because I know a normal coffee machine will make tea as well. You can make tea in it.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, I don't think you actually make tea in a traditional way. You put water in the coffee machine. You put tea bags in the like coffee holder thing, and then the hot water pours into the tea bags. Yeah. Essentially. So it's not like made for that. It just happens to work on it.
Ow!
Yeah. Yes. Very much.
This is going, we're definitely gonna need to get him
healed up. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Working on that problem.
Yeah. Don't bother getting rid of it. Just heal him. Because he'll just get. It'll just get. We'll just burn him again. However, he's probably gonna
hurt himself in his confusion. Yes, perfect.
Thank you for knocking yourself out.
Thank you. Yep, 33. You said it was like at 40 something he gets his super move, right? 48, I want to say. So we're aiming to get him to 50. So it's gonna take a while. We're already 7:30 at this point. We're 2.5 hours in. Like I said, though, if I had to just grind stream today, that's not the end of the world.
Yeah, try attack will be his next one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Try attack will get basically it's 3 beams of 3 different element types. So I don't know what they are.
Yeah, or swap.
I think one's a fire type, one's an electric type, and I don't know what the other one is. It might be a normal type, I don't know. But it's actually not a bad move. Just be careful what you use it on because you never know if one of those beams might
Heal. Or not do damage.
yeah.
Or just not affect the enemy.
Yeah, because it might affect the actual damage output of it. Because it generally does, it doesn't miss, but it's got an attack of 80, so.
That is not... Why did I do that?
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
No, just swap Pokemon to Bird Boy and have Bird Boy take out the fish. That's way better, way better. I just like accidentally hit the buttons without thinking about it. Yep, there you go. Bye bye Goldeen. Just go heal up. I feel like losing Porygon.
Not after all that work you did just to...
Yeah, no, it's the most infuriating thing ever when I put so much work into making a Pokemon so strong. And then, like, in the middle of that, it fucking dies. And you're almost done. Same feeling as when you're playing Gungeon and you get the Gunslinger run. And you get all the way to the final boss of the Gunslinger run and die. Because then you have to start all over at the start of the Paradox run.
That was one thing. So I'm playing Re-Reckoning, and I'm trying to go for an all the things playthrough, and I ran into a bug that renders a quest line just dead.
It renders a questline dead?
Yeah.
How does it render a questline dead?
Well, actually, it's less than...
Like it just gives you the answer to the mystery or some shit?
It renders it, makes it so I can't do it. Like, I can't complete it. Basically, so I went to the cavern, I killed the boss, I found everything I needed to find, except that the person I needed to find and loot his corpse glitched through a wall. So I couldn't get to him. And I couldn't, there's no reason.
Water veil prevents burns.
Ah, yeah, that would do it. But, so I had to start over in a brand spanking new, character. And I was level 21.
Bro. That hurts. That's another game I need to play.
Reckoning.
Do they have that on Steam, I wonder? If I could get it on Steam, that'd probably be more...
Hold on.
Something I could do more soon-ish. I also want to attempt to defeat both RL Craft and Better Minecraft. Which that's gonna be a titanic achievement
Kingdoms of
to
Amalur
accomplish.
Re-Reckoning on Steam.
Oh, it is there? How much does it run for?
That is not a, That's not a thing, that's not a... Oh, okay, I see what they're asking for. Boop.
Okay. What does Swift Swim do?
Huh?
What does Swift Swim do?
Which swim?
Raises speed in the rain. I'm just curious because it keeps popping up with the names of these passes, and I'm curious what they do.
That's a handy piece of information to know right there.
Well, it is handy because, like, you get an idea of what's going on.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: I don't understand, like, why some of these are in this game. So, like, This game is a third generation remake of an earlier game. I'm relatively certain it doesn't rain. Like, weather conditions aren't really a thing in this game, I don't think. At least, I don't think so. It might be that some Pokemon have abilities where it's like, a Pokemon does something and it'll say, like, it's starting to rain.
Okay, so it's about $40 for Kingdom of the Amalur Re-Reckoning.
And then there's DLC.
But there's a Faithsworn DLC. So,
well, there's the Teeth of Naros, which I've done.
Yeah. Well,
And
there's
then
the
there's
two that you know about, but there's a new one that just happened
called
called
Faithsworn.
Faithsworn, which
So there's-
I have.
There's the Teeth of Naros, Dreadnell, or something like that, right?
The Legend of Dreadnell.
Yeah. And then
There's
the
another
new one is called Faithsworn.
Yeah. But because I don't have Steam, I can't check things to figure out.
Saying I'd have to go to my Steam page.
Yeah, because I don't have a Steam, so we'd have to go to yours to figure out, you know, what all comes with what.
Bomber.
But I know if you're getting the Re-Reckoning, you're getting the basic content.
Okay.
The Legend of Dreadnell and
What is this, Rapidash?
what did it have?
Rapidash. I think Rapidash. Well, it's called Runaway, and I imagine I know what it does, but I want to know for sure.
Just to make sure.
Rapidash. Runaway or Flashfire? Runaway makes escaping easier.
So it's useless in this connotation.
Yeah. This just gives me something else for my brain to concentrate on while I play the game. I'm trying to think of other game series I haven't really played through. Mega Man would be one.
That would be interesting. Because I've never actually played through the story. I've just played the multiplayer.
Of Mega Man?
Yeah. Or no, not Mega Man, Bomberman.
Oh. Mega Man and Bomberman are very different. I also don't know that Bomberman has a story per se.
'Cause I remember playing Bomberman going, what the fuck am
Because I
I
think
doing?
Bomberman originally was like a little 8-bit game, right?
Yeah.
Because like Mega Man's always had more or less a... The other thing too is like Mega Man's a huge number of things. So something I could definitely do on this without question, because it's all Game Boy Advance games and I could easily emulate them, is the Battle Network games. So I haven't played through all the Battle Network games. I completely played the first Battle Network, and I completely played the last Battle Network. And I played a little bit of the ones in between, but I never beat them, you know?
Yeah.
So you have Mega Man Battle Network, then Battle Network 2, which I don't remember if it had like a special subtitle to it. 3? I don't recall either. I know there's one of them where Mega Man gets turned into like a dark Navi, and you have to fight him. I think that might be the one where it's like Proto Man or Colonel, and you whichever version you have, you play that character until such a time as you're able to get Mega Man back, but I don't remember how much of the game that is. In the last one, it's all about the Psy Beasts. Cybeast Gregar and Cybeast Falzar.
Okay, you can just stop now. Thank you.
Yeah, there's I think there's a number of games I'd like to play through that I never played. I'm just trying to think of different series. Oh, Metal Gear would be another one I've never played through.
Yeah.
I've never, I remember playing a little bit of Metal Gear Solid and having no understanding whatsoever about what the hell was going on in that game because I was like 8 and I just did not, it was just one of the games my cousin had on his PlayStation.
If you do that, remember one of the games has the answer to a thing that you have to do on the back of the case, so you're going to have to look it up.
I know a lot of people talk about it because there's like a boss fight with the guy who messes with your controls. There's a dude who you can fight by just leaving him to grow old and die, I guess. There's like a sniper who just grows old and dies.
Yeah.
That's one of the ways you can beat him. Instead of having a fucking pitch sniper battle, which is what you're, you know, supposed to do. Yeah, that's another series that I feel like, to be fair, some of these series, I'm willing to bet if I go back and play earlier versions of the game, it's gonna be like a harrowing, well, I don't know if harrowing is a good term. It's gonna be a very different experience for me than it was for people who played them when they were younger, because I don't have the rose-tinted glasses of nostalgia to look through. So you get some of these older games that are like old PlayStation graphics, like the original 3D game graphics that are like polygonal as hell, and you're just like, as an adult, I'll look at it and be like, this does not look any level of good.
For example, I can't play Halo 2.
I bet you could play the Anniversary Edition.
Like, I can't play Halo 2, like the Xbox version, because the graphics are just so god-awful that it gives me a headache just playing. And that's not for a lack of trying, by the way. I actually did give it a fair shot, and that's how I know I get a headache from the graphics.
Yeah, but I bet you could play the Anniversary, or the newer, remade version. Because the remade version looks fucking crisp.
And this coming from the Halo guy.
Yeah. Oh no, I'll be the first one to admit that the remakes for Halo are like some of the best done work. Like, I don't know how much I like 343's like their games that they made in the Halo franchise after Bungie dropped it. But that being said, their remakes are like mint. They're absolutely brilliant. I love them. Like, it is so clear the degree of just like pure nostalgic love they have for the series, how hard they work to make it feel for people today just like it felt when I was like in my teens playing it for the first time. Because I think I've shown you the side-by-side comparison of the Gravemind cutscene from the original and the new one, and you were like, I can see individual people body parts in that one. And I'm like, yeah, I know, it's disgusting. Also, like, he kind of, in the old one, he kind of looks like he's just got like big lettuce things coming off of his mouth. And then, like, in the new cutscene, it is like super clear this thing is made from like flesh and corpses and stuff. It's
whatever it is, it's not okay.
Yeah, it's nasty. Like, it's supposed to be nasty, but it doesn't. You don't really get that feeling. I remember a big issue with Halo 2 and moving into Halo 3. One of the things that I recall the Bungie people talking about moving into Halo 3 was that they had to make it a point to make it clearer to the player that Gravemind was part of the Flood. Because it wasn't actually all that clear. Like, I figured it out. But I think I figured it out because I was playing it with some friends. And somebody made a connection with something that Gravemind said. Went, oh, that means he has to be one of the Flood guys. This guy has to be like the leader of the Flood. And it made sense to us, so we were like, yeah, that must be what this guy is. And we just assumed it was correct. But, that being said, apparently a lot of people did not catch that. Like, they didn't understand that Gravemind was the hive mind of the Flood.
Yeah, I was one of them. Until you made me aware.
So, like, it's... In the new version of Halo 2, it's impossible to think he's anything else. Like, it's super clear. Because the only faction in the game that, like, utilizes the dead bodies of its enemies is the Flood. And it's really clear that's what Gravemind's doing just to look at him. It's a very, very different experience, or a very different visual. Similar experience, very different visual. Please stop hitting me with poison moves. I don't want to be poisoned. Just let me level up my guy, please. Thank you. Stop.
Just thank you.
Super effective. Get out of here. I want my XP. But yeah, that was because Halo 2. Oh man, I used to have the Halo 2 Collector's Edition or Legendary Edition or whatever, way back in the day. And there was a little booklet that came with it that had like a bunch of extra lore in it. I fucking loved it. That was Itty Bitty Baby Lore Master.
Dude, right? Lore Master's first collectors.
Here's the thing. I actually don't buy collector's editions most of the time. If I were to become like a big Lore Master YouTuber, I could justify that as a business expense. As it is right now, I could buy a game for $60, or I could buy a game and a bunch of stuff that functionally don't really enhance the gameplay for like $150. No thank you. Like, that's just where I stand on that right now.
And then, you know, in the event that you eventually get a webcam, you know, you can set up the thing behind you and have all your collector's edition stuff right there.
I'm relatively certain I could use my DSLR like a webcam, but it's like, I'd have to set up a whole jerry-rig shit to make it work, and I don't want to. It's too much work. A webcam's a lot easier. Technically, I have a webcam right there on my laptop.
Yeah.
But it's atrocious. It's really bad. It doesn't
Janky
like.
as hell.
It's grainy. It's not good. It's just not a good camera, so I don't use it.
It's good for Skype calls.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It does not give you a crisp visual.
And then there's about a 30-second delay of anything that happens.
No, that isn't so bad. Back in the day, I remember complaining about delays on cameras a lot. On webcams. And like, what do they call it? Figuring out, like, trying to do like meetings and stuff. But they're not so bad anymore. They're not so bad. They're pretty much instant. I've done a couple of interviews using my webcam, and they're pretty much like on point, instant. But like, what I will say is the image is less than ideal. Seen some of these doctors, like back when COVID was going on, and I would have to take like virtual doctor visits. Some of these doctors have like the crispest cameras, and I'm like, God damn it.
Like,
Y'all make enough money doctoring for that? Like, I understand when there's like, I understand when you have like the joke is like the random student or teacher, and like they just happen to have like the best camera of the group, and you're all like, I bet you do OnlyFans. But like, a doctor doesn't have that excuse, so. Oh, what does this do? Thick fat. I can look that up.
Thick fat, I think, gives him resistance to fire moves or something.
Possibly. Wait, seal is an actual word? Oh, okay, never mind. I had to write seal Pokemon. I didn't know seal spelled like that was an actual word. It's a transitive verb. Oh, he's using rest a bajillion times again.
Oh god.
No, hold on. You're on the wrong one.
Alright.
Bulbapedia. That's where we go, and then you just go. Bruh.
We said scroll, not
Then
picture.
you go over here, thick fat.
Yeah.
Heat and cold protection.
I was close. But that's not gonna save you from mind fuckery. That is the Psy Shock, or that is the Psy Beam.
Yep.
But at least you're not using your rest oppressively.
Not anymore. Bye bye.
I heard a bloop.
You heard a boot?
I heard a bloop. Somebody blooped.
Might be Discord.
'Cause my phone doesn't bloop.
Oh, there's no new messages on chat, so unless I'm not seeing them, let me go over here and see. Nope.
Nope.
Y'all see I was watching Minecraft videos.
Yeah, he does do like his Minecraft.
I do like my Minecraft. I've been playing a lot of Fallout 76 and ESO. I just started playing ESO as a high elf of the Old Merry Dominion. They definitely do a good job of trying to make the Old Merry Dominion look like the good guys in ESO.
Yeah.
My experience in Skyrim is they're not.
So the problem with high elves,
They're a very racist group.
except the racist, but the reasons why they're racist are legit.
I do not want to have this conversation on Twitch. Like, I understand we're referring to lore of a fictional universe, and that there is, within that fictional universe, there is a logic line that makes sense because of the logic with the fictional logic of the fictional universe.
That's why
But because of the nature of our universe and the way people view things in our universe, I do not want to have that discussion on stream.
and that's why I said it's fucked up.
Yeah, I don't. This other show isn't made by like Japan or anything, right? It's made in Canada, right? Actually, because Bethesda Softworks is the company behind it, but like, was it a Canadian that made it or an American?
No,
that made it,
it was owned by ZeniMax.
Isn't? I thought it was owned by Bethesda, and Bethesda got bought up by ZeniMax.
No, it was so. Bethesda made Elder Scrolls, but Bethesda is owned by ZeniMax.
Has it always been owned by ZeniMax?
Yes.
Like it was established as a sub company under ZeniMax.
Yeah, ZeniMax is the parent company.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Because, like, for example, let's say I made a company called, like, Lore Master Leonis Entertainment, and then I also made another company that's my name, my real name, Industries or something. Lore Master Leonis Entertainment would be its own entity, and the other one would be another entity. And eventually I could put my enterprise company I would have that buy or merge with Lore Master Leonis Entertainment, and then one of the two of them would become the parent company. So what I'm asking is, was Bethesda established originally as a, what's the word they use? Oh, hold on. I'm paralyzed. Why am I doing this? I need to go unparalyzed. Why could I not run?
So ZeniMax has always been, ZeniMax and Bethesda Softworks has always been an American company.
Really?
Yep.
I thought Bethesda was...
Bethesda,
No, it's BioWare's in Canada, isn't it?
Bethesda Softworks, publisher based in Rockville, Maryland.
Interesting. I thought it was Canadian for some reason. It's probably BioWare that's Canadian though.
I mean, we can check. But if I recall correctly, Bethesda is currently owned by Microsoft now.
I wouldn't be surprised. Microsoft's a giant and owns a lot of stuff.
Also, considering the freaking Fallout
Although
76
ESO
debacle.
says ZeniMax when you boot it up. Anyway, considering what debacle?
Considering the Fallout 76 debacle.
Dude, for some time,
That
id was carrying a limping Bethesda on its back. I think they're probably a little bit more on their own feet now than they were. But I remember Fallout 76 came out either shortly before or shortly after Doom Eternal. And Doom Eternal carried Bethesda for that next year.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only reason they stayed in business.
But yeah, the BioWare is
id is the most American company to ever exist. Id is the company. There's another couple series I need to play on
which
stream.
is
the new Doom and the new Doom Eternal, which is the new Doom 2, which I hear has like some really, really good DLC that like tells awesome story, but I have not played it yet. So I played Doom Eternal up to the point that you go to like the planet where the Sentinels come from, and I'm supposed to fight like a boss on that planet.
Yeah.
I haven't got there yet.
But
I haven't got to the
it
boss
was
yet.
also owned by Bethesda and ZeniMax.
Did id get acquired by Bethesda? Because I know id was originally its own software company. Because I remember like it was the first company you saw on Return to Castle Wolfenstein and a bunch of other stuff. I feel like id worked primarily with Microsoft in the old days.
Yeah, they after a while they got.
I say the old days, the 90s when I was younger. It's not really that long ago, but everyone feels like it is. See, nowadays, I understand how people felt about looking back at the 80s and thinking, how we look back at the 80s and go, God, you people were weird, and like having like your mom and your dad be like, it was cool at the time. I feel that way about the late 90s and the 20-aughts.
Right.
I was like, there's a bunch of terrible, cringy things in that era, but it was cool at the time. We all were convinced it was the coolest
But
shit.
you want to know what the best part about it is?
What?
So much stupid shit was had. Not a goddamn video of it anywhere.
That's not entirely true. But there was a lot fewer videos of that era than nowadays. See, nowadays, if you do a bunch of stupid shit, everyone's recording it, and it's immortalized forever.
Yeah. Back then, people didn't have cameras, or it was just barely a brand new thing.
I'm just gonna say, like, YouTube was there. We all watched YouTube, and like, YouTube at the time was so different than it is now. Like, nowadays, YouTube's a very mainstream media, like, company. It's been very corporatized. Back when I was a lot younger, make myself feel old. Back when I was considerably younger than I am now, in the 20-aughts, YouTube was a different place, man. Like, YouTube, you know, I remember there was a meme that was just like, all it was this kid going, Mommy, Charlie bit me, and we all thought it was the funniest shit in the world. And I cannot, for the life of me, explain to you why I thought that was funny. At all.
No.
You know what? This is
Johnny
hurting a
Five
bit too
needs
much.
to come out and take a breather.
Yeah, this is hurting too much. I need to swap over to Jimmy. Because I healed him once and he's already back down to yellow.
Yeah.
But another thing I remember is you had like the people who were like big names on YouTube were like Ray William Johnson, who made a dick joke every 2 minutes. And his shtick was he He had a show called Equals 3, and what the show did is he picked 3 random videos from the internet and he roasted them. And it was funny, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he didn't tell a dick joke every 2 minutes for the whole thing. Like, earlier Ray William Johnson was much...
Raunchier.
No, he got raunchier as he went. And then at some point, he kind of reached a... I just remember there was an episode where he said, like, "That's it, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached our 1 millionth dick joke." And not that I believe that he'd actually made 1 million dick jokes. I was just like, that was the moment where I was like, oh, that really is what his humor has devolved into, huh? I'm gonna watch something else. And then he's recently made a comeback. And he kind of like... I like watching his new stuff because he has a very like... He kind of walked away from YouTube for a long time and he's come back and went... His whole like channel is like, what the fuck happened to you people while I was gone? Like that's like his whole thing on his...
He was the king of YouTube.
Oh yeah, him and Gabriel Iglesias were good friends. They did a lot of stuff together.
Wait, what?
You didn't know that?
No!
No, yeah. So Gabriel was actually a fan of Equals 3, and at the same time, Ray William Johnson was a fan of Gabriel Iglesias. And so they did a lot of, like, they didn't do any, like, he didn't go to any of Gabriel's shows, like, and perform on stage or nothing. But Gabriel did a number of video projects with him.
Yeah, Gabriel went to his place and went to his studio.
Yeah. He's in his studio a few times.
There's
There's a couple of times where he did the outro for him and was like, "Hey, I'm Gabriel Iglesias, and you guys should subscribe to my good friend," you know, like, yeah.
Gabriel Iglesias straight up did the whole goddamn video. You got another viewer.
I noticed.
You have doubled your viewer count. Congratulations!
He was hoping he doesn't die before I hit this. He was at almost full health, so I was like, okay, at level 30 something, I think that's enough to make it work. No, I don't. I'm good. But yeah, so he was big. Another one that was big was Tobuscus, who just did a lot of random shit. Him and PewDiePie were the two first like major Minecraft YouTubers. I don't know if I would specifically call PewDiePie a Minecraft YouTuber, but his Minecraft series was big. Tobuscus was also not really a Minecraft YouTuber, but the two of them were the first ones that made like a Minecraft series that blew up on YouTube. They were kind of the first ones to start making stuff like that. Nice Peter had the Epic Rap Battles of History, which are still up, I think. You can probably still go find them. So there's that.
I can remember those.
Oh yeah. They'd always start off with something like, it'd be like, Superman versus Darth Vader, or something like that. Go!
Didn't they have like Chuck Norris versus Abraham Lincoln?
I think they did, yeah. There's a whole bunch of just weird ones. So Epic Rap Battles of History was nothing about actual history. It was, they just plopped two important people from history, and this could be pop culture history too. So it could be fictional characters, like I just did Superman and Darth Vader. And they just make rap verses dissing each other, essentially. And that was the whole video, and people ate that shit up. And then you had Julian Smith, who had his "I made this for you." That was his outro for all his videos. Once he made that one, he just had a bunch of really. His videos were weird, man. Like he had like not weird videos. Like he had a bunch of music videos. This was the era where Owl City Fireflies got really popular. What was it? 10 million fireflies.
Oh yeah.
Think I'm weird because I hate goodbyes. Like that whole thing. That got really popular in that era. That was when it came out. I remember listening to a number of Owl City ones. There was I'm trying to think. There's an Owl City one that was the music video was all about like going to space on a spaceship. And I don't remember the name of the video or the song. And then there was another one called like Vanilla something, and I don't remember what that one was about either. But I think the one song that stood the test of time and people still know about it to this day is Fireflies.
Fireflies, yeah.
But yeah, that was when it came out. It was in the 20-aughts, and it was the new hotness at the time. And I remember specifically because I grew up in a very Christian home, and I was still kind of within that sphere of influence at the time. And I remember something that was important about Owl City was they were an already pre-established Christian band. And what I mean by that is they weren't a major band that later came out and said, "Oh, by the way, I'm Christian." They were already, like, they were a Christian band, and they sang Christian music and did Christian band concerts and stuff. And it was a big deal in the Christian community when Fireflies got big, because it was like the whole rest of the world now saw this band and thought they were cool. And that was how a lot of people thought about it at the time.
Jimmy, I think you wanted.
Yeah. So I remember that like thought process and like my parents talking about that when I was younger. But yeah, there's I'm trying to think what other big. Julian Smith had like a beatbox video where instead of beatboxing, it's just random sounds his Jeep made. So like one of the drum sound, like the snare drum was like him hitting like the unlock, like hitting the button on the door, and just the chunk 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 chunk. Like that was one of the sounds. There was a sound he was making where they had hooked up connectors to the battery, and the jumper cables to the battery, and the other end of the jumper cables, they just went like they were hitting them together, and that made a sound.
Yeah,
and then
oh.
yeah, there's just a whole lot of different stuff he did with that Jeep, and it was like it starts with like him just locking and unlocking, so he's just hitting the button, and you're just hitting chunk 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 chunk, and then like he adds another sound, and he adds another sound, and he adds another sound. It to this day I think is a very cool video. I'll show it to you when we're done streaming. But yeah, it's a very cool video. He made a bunch of like really weird ones. The two that stand out in my mind is there's one called Hot Kool-Aid. There's three actually that stand out in my mind. One is called Hot Kool-Aid, and the whole thing is just like Julian does this thing where like his thing for his videos all the time is that he's on screen in multiple places at once. So like 3 different people in the script are all him, and then he'll have like 1 or 2 other guys that are also there for some moment in time. And I just remember this one was he played the 2 characters on the screen, and one of them was the older brother, one of them was the younger brother, and the younger brother had made Kool-Aid and heated it up. And he asked his older brother to drink his hot Kool-Aid, and the older brother was like, "That sounds disgusting, no." And so it was just this insistent fight about drinking the hot Kool-Aid, which is that in that video, the younger brother goes, "I made this for you," and that "I made this for you" became like his outro, like to his videos. He would put up and say like Julian Smith Studios at the end, and then you just hear him go, "I made this for you." So that one stands apart for that. There was another one where one of his like, another thing he does is he'd dress up as different characters, and all the characters were being played by him. So it wasn't always just like him twice on screen. Sometimes it was like him as different characters. And so I remember like in one of the characters he did, I don't remember the name of it, but it was supposed to be like his I'm trying to remember what issue. It was his cousin, but his cousin had like one of those mental disorders. I don't remember which one it was, but I remember like he wore glasses, and he spoke a little off, like he talked like this, and he was a very, very selfish individual. But I can't remember if it was like he was supposed to have OCD or if he was supposed to have like, I'll be honest, I don't even know like all the mental disorders. It wasn't ADHD or anything like that. But I remember there was a video they made about him where he was trying to make like a commercial about eating pancakes, and it wasn't going so well. And he had like a stack. He had like a stack of 12 pancakes on his plate. Well, I don't know if maybe it was that he was making a commercial about pancakes or just that he had 12 pancakes. But I remember that it was with Rhett and Link. Rhett and Link were part of that video. And so Rhett and Link are trying to convince this guy, like, you do not need 12 pancakes. Like, and the reasoning was, you took all the pancakes. We'd like to have some pancakes too. You don't need 12. I could take 2, and Rhett could take 2, and you'd still have 8. And he's like, but I don't want 8. I want 12. I want 12 of them. I remember that. That was a video that I remember on Julian Smith's channel. And then the other one that I recall was one where it was about like some kind of time travel business, where this box comes in the mail for him, and he grabs the box and he's like, oh cool, I got a package. And then this dude jumps in the door, and it's like another Julian Smith. He does this on screen all the time. Jumps in the door, he's like, don't open the box. And he's like, why? I'm you 5 minutes from now. You don't want to open the box. And then another one of him comes in the room and says something like, oh, try attack. Yeah, we're gonna play sharpen with that. Thanks. He comes in and says, like, I'm you 15 minutes from now. You do not want to open the box. And he's trying to figure out, like, why don't I want to open the box? And then his friend, who's like this shaved black guy, comes in and goes, don't open the box, man. And they all look at him and go, who are you? And he goes, I'm all y'all in an hour. And now he's like, what the fuck is in this box? And I remember that was like really, really funny to us back in the day. I don't know if it would be as funny now, but those are the 3 videos that stand out on his channel. I'm trying to think, because like Tobuscus made so many different things. Like he had the main Tobuscus channel, then he had like there was a side channel that I don't remember the name of, and then he would make like a bunch of what they were essentially, from his point of view, they were like TV shows. And one of them I remember was Cute Win Fail, and he would show you 3 videos, and one would be like an epic cute, one would be an epic fail, and one would be an epic win, and you'd have to like vote on which one was best. And in the next video, like next week, he would tell you the winner of the last one, and then he'd give you 3 more.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it's a good show. I think he stopped running it before, like, but obviously, specifically Tobuscus, or Toby Turner was his real name. I think that was the name of his other channel, was Toby Turner. And like he got some accusations thrown at him. I'm not gonna say one thing or another about that because I don't have the information and I don't know if they were true. But I know it basically ended his YouTube career. So I don't know the full details of it. I know he was accused of some things. They were very serious things, and it ended his YouTube career. So sad to see him go out on a bad tone like that. He's not like, he's kind of back now, but he doesn't really do content. He's just around. And there's I know, I never want to judge on it because like I don't know what actually happened or what anyone went through. But I know a lot of people he used to work with won't touch him now. So that, in my opinion, is sad to see. If he actually did it, he deserves it, but I don't know.
You should try your try attack.
I gotta see what it does. Oh, nice.
Fire, electric, and ice.
Nice.
Well, because it doesn't do that in the newer games. It just goes blah blah blah. It just you just get 3 orbs and they just shoot, and it's boom. And
I'm trying to think, what was another big thing on YouTube back in the day? Because I'm thinking more in the vein of like creators who made their own original content. But I imagine there was probably some other big stuff like Anitubers and stuff that started out back then too. I'd be into that. I'm trying to think, like in the 20-aughts, what else did we have on YouTube that was like big? I remember there were a ton of AMVs, which were animated music videos or animated music videos, which was just like you put music to anime scenes or whatever.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, that's what an AMV was. I remember through AMVs, that's how I discovered System of a Down. They had a song called Sad Statue, and I remember them having Sad Statue playing to Mega Man NT Warrior like season 4 or 5 or whatever, like the finale of it with the Psy Beasts and all that, and the super duper ultra super mode that was both Psy Beast, Gregar, and Falzar. And I remember that. I can't find that video anymore, by the way, which leads me to believe that System of a Down probably made them take it down eventually. But that was another thing you could do back at the time. Like, you did not get copyright strikes for using people's music.
Dude, right?
Like, you just put up whatever the fuck you wanted. Like, nobody cared. Nobody cared.
Like, and Dave, you probably have no idea about this, but there were a few times where I was, I would have music playing in the house on the big speaker system when nobody was around, freestyling swords.
No, I probably don't know about that. But,
well, I was freaking recording it with my little freaking itty-bitty freaking camera. No, you remember that little silver camera that I used to have?
Oh, yes, I do remember the little silver camera.
Yeah, I was recording on that little bastard.
Interesting. Yeah, I know there's a lot, like, that was something, I remember making some AMVs to, like, openings from some of my favorite, video games. I remember using, like, the opening to Freelancer. I remember using the opening to one of the, it was, like, I don't remember the name of the game off the top of my head. I associate it with Metal, or with, Mech Assault, but it's not. It was called, like, something Gear. And, I don't... Trying to remember... I don't remember the full story of it, but I know you were on, like, another planet, and there was, like, a sense that the government on Earth was trying to exercise more control over that planet, and that planet kind of wanted to keep its current amount of independence. So you were fighting on as part of the group that worked for that planet, and you were taking out like Terran units in like mecha units. And I remember the last level of the game, you took place in a city that was in like a giant canyon. And when I say giant, I mean like you can see it from space level big on the planet. And there was a guy who called himself Dragon, and he talked like this. And he
oh God!
And he starts the thing by saying, "Welcome to Gamora, ass crack of the universe." That's what I recall from that game. That's like the thing that sticks in my head.
Oh God!
Um.
Hold on, I have to know. Will this net me anything?
What? Welcome to Gamora, ass crack of the universe? Maybe, I don't know. But it is a mecha game. It was, I want to say it's called like Mecha something, but I don't. Mecha something or something gear something. I don't remember. Something like that. But they did use like mecha was the main.
Okay, that netted me absolutely nothing.
I don't know. I'd have to ask
just
Peter.
glad
Peter was way more into it than I was.
I'm really glad it didn't catch on to the first 3 words of that and just ignore everything else.
But yeah, I mean,
I looked that up and it said, and all I got it was a bunch of Marvel shit.
oh yeah, because Gamora. Yeah, Gamora's
Yeah.
the name of a Marvel character. That makes sense.
I'm just glad it didn't focus search on the first three words. Gamora ass crack. That would have been.
You probably have more luck actually looking up the quote in quotation marks, because that's a line said in the game. It's part of the script for the game. You'd probably have a better chance finding it using that. I don't remember the full thing of it. I remember that we got... The reason I associated with MechAssault is because we got that game, and we also got MechAssault 2 or MechAssault 3 at the same time. And we played both of them, but I remember we genuinely liked that game more, even though I can't remember the name of it, and I don't remember a lot about its storyline. We liked Mecha when we were younger, me and my siblings. But yeah, I'm just trying to think about YouTube though, like what we had on YouTube. Because the things that come to mind, because they're probably the things I watched the most, were Tobuscus, Ray William Johnson, and oh, we had Annoying Orange. That was another big one.
Oh god, yeah, that was another Ray William Johnson thing.
No, it wasn't. Johnson did play a character on there, but he wasn't like he wasn't the guy who made the show.
He was the annoying one.
Bro, could you like Johnson? No, he wasn't.
No,
He played a durian. He played a durian in one of the episodes. The Annoying Orange was an entirely different character. But he was... Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm still...
If you're gonna be like that, we're just gonna swap.
Send out freaking the Ammonite and freaking fuck him up.
I can't... Oh, because of Fire Spin. Screw you, asshole! Why are you making me flinch like that? That's annoying as hell. Does Stomp make you flinch?
I don't think so.
Was freed from Fire Spin? Okay. Can I do my attack now, please? Thank you. Jesus. The annoying Orange was, as his name implies, quite annoying! A lot of people did not like him. I feel like probably the equivalent to Annoying Orange now would be Tommy Innit. A lot of people find him annoying and don't like him. Obviously, the guy behind him, that wasn't his whole personality, but there are people who hated him just for playing the part of Annoying Orange. I'm really trying to think of other stuff that was big on YouTube at the time. 'Cause, like, I feel like I probably watched mostly, like, AMVs. Oh, I think that's when we discovered Foamy the Squirrel, too.
Oh yeah, Foamy! He's still making shit.
I know, he's, like, making more shorts now than he... Because that's another thing. YouTube didn't have shorts back in the day. That wasn't a thing. Not to say that you couldn't make short videos, but everything was just normal YouTube videos. And you could make, like, a 2-minute YouTube video or a 1-minute YouTube video, but it wasn't common, I would say. People tried to make around 5 to 12-minute videos, probably. That was, like, the sort of mainstream length for anything of any value. You get into, like, 15 to 20-minute videos if you were making, like, short films or something.
No, it doesn't cause you to flinch.
Okay, so what was causing me to flinch then? Was it Fire Spin?
No, not Fire Spin.
An Ember, Fire Spin, and Stomp. Stomp caused me to flinch? I'm gonna do something right now just because I feel like it definitely needs to get done. Let's buy some Hyper Potions. That's important. I'm starting to run lower on them.
It was Stomp.
Stomp makes you flinch?
Stomp,
Okay.
30% chance to flinch.
I need hyper potions. Currently have 8. 2. How much would 12 cost me? Yeah, I can afford that.
I mean, you only got 30,000.
I also need to get Paralyzed Heal and antidotes and stuff, which they don't sell there, so I'm going to assume that means I need to fly to a place where they do sell that shit, like Pewter Town. Pewter City. I'm gonna fly over there, grab some stuff, and come back to Cinnibar Island. Da 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 da! Oh, this is not where I want to be. I want the mart. Durr. Herp-da-dur. Herpaderp was another thing that came out during that time period. Buy. Need antidotes. I currently have 16. We'll go ahead and tap that off for 4 more. Paralyzed Heal. I don't have any, so we'll go ahead and grab 20 of them. Awakening. We'll grab 20 Awakenings. Oh, we'll grab 18 Awakenings. And we'll grab some Burn Heals. Okay, I already had 10 Burn Heals. Nice. Okay. Let's go. And we just go down to Cinnibar Island. But yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Anything else that was like major big deal on YouTube at the time. AMV's Ray William Johnson, Annoying Orange, Epic Rap Battles of History, Julian Smith, Tobuscus, PewDiePie got big during that time. Markiplier started during that time, actually. That was the start of Markiplier, too. There used to be a show on YouTube called Hot Pepper Gaming, where what they would do is they would have people eat like a habanero pepper or some other hot pepper, and then they have to give a review of a video game, and they weren't allowed to have milk or anything until they finished their review of the game. That I don't think uploads anymore. There was a dude on there who got challenged by the Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter or whatever to eat like 8 habaneros and then review the newest Sonic game or something. And he did. And I don't know if that was a good idea for him to do, but he did it.
Which one?
Hot Pepper Gaming. The big built dude who got challenged by the Sonic Twitter to eat 8 habaneros and then review the newest Sonic game.
Oh yeah!
That you know what? I'd be willing to bet you guys have probably seen a video that comes from that of the guy just dumping like a half gallon of milk in like a pitcher, like just dumping it and like half of it spilling everywhere. That's what that was. It was a pretty viral like little 5-second thing that went everywhere, and I see it sometimes still. So that's where that shot comes from. He's like up on a stage doing that. It's from that video. Again, most of this stuff I'm pretty sure is still on YouTube. You could go look it up if you wanted. But yeah, I'm just I was just realizing that Jacksepticeye and Markiplier started in that era as well, and PewDiePie was so big, and like no one thought anyone would crest that. Like PewDiePie started in that era, and he got really big in that era. I say he got big enough that everyone knew who he was. I'd make the argument like that was the time, at least for me. I look back at that and that was the time I should have made a point to be doing YouTube stuff because I'd probably be a household name by now.
Yeah.
But I was too concentrated on thinking that I was gonna write my own movie scripts and be famous overnight because I was dumb. I was young and dumb.
Grandeur.
Yeah. Delusions of grandeur, indeed.
We all had them. Some of us more than others.
But yeah, like that was all stuff in there. I noticed that Sean's the real name of Jacksepticeye. He prefers to go by Sean now, and like he feels like Jacksepticeye is like a part of him that he's put away. I think because there's times where he'll be like, I feel him coming out. I've seen him do that once or twice. Man.
Oh, sleep powder.
And I don't remember if it was in the 20aughts, I think it was in the 2010s, was when Undertale became like this massive thing on the internet. And I think some people still think of it as like a big deal.
Yeah, it's still got a cult
I mean,
following.
it's got a huge following. Compared to like other games of its type, it's got a massive following.
2015.
Yeah. So that was a while back.
15.
I remember it was while I was in college, so it's probably not the 20aughts. Because I started college in 2012.
Yeah, it came out in 2015.
But yeah, so that's a little later. I'm trying to think of like the 20aughts era while I was still living at my parents' house. But I think I've run out of things that were like big that I remember. I'll probably think of something later and be like, oh, I should have said that.
Yeah, that's usually how it works.
Yeah.
Hey, how do you think that that Tri-Beam would work against Seeking?
I don't know. We can find out.
Considering the electric, the lightning bolt, and the ice.
Does ice damage water?
I generally think so.
Because it's 3 different things, though, it doesn't give
Yeah,
you the...
it's classified as a normal type move.
Yeah, so it's going to treat it like a normal type move, not like a
Yeah.
like an element type move. And what were the video games that were big back then? Halo, Call of Duty. In
Guitar
fact,
Hero.
oh my God, yeah. Guitar Hero and Rock Band were like
Oh man.
the party games. Like if you did not have Guitar Hero or Rock Band, what the hell were you doing having people at your house? Like,
right. And then
man.
And then even before that, the fucking Duck Hunt. If you had the fucking
Duck Hunt's like the 90s though.
Yeah,
I wasn't really cognizant in the 90s.
Yeah, but that was back. You know, if you had a friend that had the Duck Hunt gun, that was the party.
I remember everybody making fun of the Wii when it came out because we all thought like this was the dumbest. Well, so here's the thing. What actually happened with the Wii is we talked about the Nintendo talked about the motion controls a lot. And so initially everyone was like, oh, okay. Because like, we'd had some experience with that. Xbox and PlayStation had both messed with some ideas for motion control play. And at the time, I think the idea was like, no one's really gotten motion control right. But we're willing to give this a shot. It might be cool to be able to move around like sort of pseudo VR and do things. But then we came out and everyone was like, it's ass. Like, no one liked it. And there were a lot of people who were big fans of different, of certain game series like Mario. Like for example, Mario Galaxy is like unequivocally an amazing Mario game, but it's on the Wii. Like, that was the reaction people had about it.
Or the quintessential...
Or at least the reaction of people in the circles that I was in.
Or
that was the reaction
the quintessential Wii game, Twilight Princess.
Was that on the Wii?
That was one of the OG Wii games.
Damn,
That
I
came
don't.
out when the Wii came
I
out.
suppose that makes sense. It was that era, but I see. What I understood is that Twilight Princess didn't get being on the Wii didn't help it, but it didn't get hate for being on the Wii. It got hate for not being, or rather, I think there was something about how people expected like a dark, gritty Zelda, and then they got the Wind Waker, which pissed them off, and then they got after Wind Waker they got that one, Twilight Princess, and they didn't feel it was satisfactory to their expectations, and being on the Wii didn't help. I don't know how the Wii was received in Japan or other countries. In America, I think we had a resounding meh. Like, just, the idea is cool, but
yeah, I remember
it's
playing,
not good,
I
though.
remember playing a couple Wii games, and just being like, what even are these controls?
See, because the thing I recall about the Wii when it was newer was like a huge thing that I remember at the time. I was really into shooter games. Like, this was before I had discovered RPGs, before I had discovered a lot of the stuff that I enjoy now. My game type was shooters, first-person shooters, and there were a few of those on the Wii, but I absolutely hated the motion controls for them. They were awful.
Oh yeah.
And so in my estimation at the time, it was just a bad control scheme overall and needed to go. Like, there's no excuse for it. It was awful. It was atrocious, and I just had no patience for it at all. Again, those controls work a lot better for other things. I'd make an argument that they work much better for like Skyward Sword than they do for Medal of Honor or Call of Duty,
Yes.
because they had to make separate controllers in the shape of guns, which was a cool idea. Nintendo had done that before, in fairness.
The adapters.
To kind of like, how much does this yield? It should be enough. Oh no, wait, I need an awakening. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I need an awakening. I'm over here talking about the ancient days of video games of yore, and I'm just not remembering the buttons I need to push.
You thought that a soda pop was gonna freaking wake you up.
It has caffeine, man. My logic wasn't that far off.
I mean, fair. But just because it's a soda doesn't mean it has caffeine.
Fair enough. Sprite doesn't have caffeine.
Sprite doesn't
7-Up
have
doesn't have
caffeine.
caffeine. Root beer doesn't have caffeine. Well, mug root beer doesn't have caffeine anyway.
Just good.
Barks, Mug, A&W.
Sarsaparilla?
Sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla's really good.
Dude, right? Seahawks? That was the Seahawks.
Sioux City.
Yeah, the Sioux City.
Sioux City's the one I think of when I think of sarsaparilla for sure. I remember also, like, Oddsworld is another set of games I never touched. Because I just thought about that. Like, Oddsworld was something that people talked about a lot, and specifically, I remember. Here's something that if you're from Gen Z or later millennial, you won't remember because it didn't exist for you. G4 video game TV.
Oh my god!
So there was a TV channel on cable because we didn't just watch our shit on the internet like we do now. Like, nowadays people are like, oh, I'm on Amazon Prime or Netflix or whatever. We didn't do that. You had Quest, you had Cox Cable, and there was another one that I don't remember. Those were the three major cable companies, and you had one of them. And they would, and Quest used to be called US West way back in the day.
Yeah.
Got 18 side quests to do, woo. What are you playing, Pocky, that you got 18 side quests to
What
do?
are we playing here?
Or are you going, oh, I have like all this stuff to look up and Tales of Vesperia. That's another series I need to play on the I need to play on the channel as the Tales series.
Oh.
I've never touched that series.
I used to have that game. I had to go to RGB and be like, how does play?
I have been told they have the most ridiculous control schemes
Oh
ever.
my god, yes. It was like, and he's like, oh yeah, you just do this, 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 and I'm like, wait, what?
I hate Supersonic. Nice. Still got the hit in. Boom, boom, boom.
Damn!
I hate that did not kill you. Yeah, no, the reason I'm remembering, and I brought up G4 Video Game TV, it was on sale for like $8 on Nintendo Store, so you grabbed it? Nice.
That's about what it was for like when I bought it on a hard copy.
The reason I bring that up is because I remember there was an Oddsworld game where you play like a bounty hunter, and you had these different guns, and the ammunition was all like little creatures you shot. And I never played it, but I remember seeing a lot of footage about it, and they talked about it a lot on G4. Specifically, I remember there was a show called X-Play.
That was another good one, yeah.
This was on G4 Video Game TV, which was a channel on cable, when you bought cable and you got cable channels. And I remember there was an announcer who would always say something, something, and then Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb, because those were the two people who ran the show. And I think there was something like, there was one where he's like, they fired me years ago, but I just like saying Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb. Something like that. I remember the announcer. I remember the two of them. I remember that there was, I remember that their show was an actual TV show, like a full production with a studio and everything behind it. And it felt like an internet video series.
It did.
It felt a lot like, in fact, it felt a lot like a modern internet series.
Right. The thing is
because
it felt like the game. It was the cable version of Game Informer magazine.
Yeah, but I remember they would do episodes where like there was one, and this was on this aired on national television, where the whole point was to do everything they could to these game consoles to see which ones were the most durable. And I recall that the game consoles they used were the Xbox 360, because that was the newest Xbox at the time, the PlayStation 3, the Nintendo Wii, and the GameCube. And the GameCube won by a landslide. These guys did in the end, to actually get the GameCube to stop functioning, they had to take it to a shooting range and blast it with guns. They dropped it from 100 feet and it still functioned.
I would make a mace out of a GameCube and, you know, and just beat whatever with it, because I know that thing's gonna stand up for a while. And let's not get started on that freaking heatsink from the OG Xbox that we shot.
223 didn't do much to that.
My AR-15 didn't do anything to that thing. One 7.62 round from his Mosin Nagant, and you could see the little pin marks from where my 2.23 5.56 rounds were hitting it. And then you just saw this big gaping hole through the center of it.
Yeah, they also did a lot of things where, like, I remember that they had an episode where they made fun of the N-Gage, which, that was another thing that happened in that era, was there was a lot of, like, weird startup console ideas that just didn't go anywhere. The N-Gage was one of them. And they were making fun of it because there was nothing to play on the N-Gage. Nobody wanted games on the N-Gage. And why would you, honestly? Because nobody gave a shit.
Trying to prove your point here, but what's the N-Gage?
It was a portable gaming console that was trying to compete at the time with the PSP and some other, I think it was the PSP and maybe the Wii? Or No, because it was the Wii at the time. The Wii U hadn't been made yet.
Yeah.
So the idea of like a mobile console like that hadn't really come into the fore yet. Not like because if you look at the Wii U and the Switch, you can tell how with the Wii U, the Switch is what they wanted it to be, but they just did not have the tech yet to make that happen.
They wanted it, but they just missed.
They just didn't have the technology. The thing is, what they wanted was they wanted console level video gaming, like you would get off of a Xbox or PlayStation. That expectation, that level of gaming, but that you could take anywhere. With the Wii U, you could take it anywhere in your apartment, but you couldn't leave the apartment with it, really. I mean, you could. There was like a zone around the actual main unit that it functioned at, and you could play on your screen and everything. That is not what I wanted to do at all. I wanted to swap to this. But yeah, they wanted to do that, and the Wii U is clearly like an attempt, but also it didn't work that well. Now you have the Switch, and it does function at that level, and you can go anywhere with it. The problem is the Joy-Cons.
The problem is they're going for console level graphics on a portable device. The frame rate
very
just
tiny
tanks.
TV screen. Well, yes, for some of the newer games, yes. But what I like, the Switch has been out for a little while. When the Switch came out, it handled the games that it had. It was designed to do that.
But you got to consider they went through. It took them. You going okay? PSP, PS Vita, Wii, Wii U, and then the Nintendo Switch.
Yep.
Because the graphics and the frame rate tankiness in the PSP and the PS Vita were god awful.
I don't know, man. I don't remember much about the PSP and the PS Vita because I never really used them. I think the PS Vita was what
Replaced the PSP.
replaced the PSP?
Yeah.
Interesting. I always got the feeling, because what I remember when the Vita came out, I got the feeling that it was like a separate thing from the rest of the PlayStation stuff, and it didn't, like, everything it did was like you had to be connected to the internet to make anything work. And I remember thinking like, oh, I am not buying that, because at the time I was very much a solo gamer. I lived in single player world because I didn't have friends to come over and play multiplayer games with. And by the time like online multiplayer started becoming a more viable option, like I had just been single player for so long that I didn't really do anything with it.
And then you got me over here who's like, I just played the video game for the story. Can we bring back good stories?
There are some good ones. Great example, Last of Us Part 1, not Part 2. Part 2 we don't talk about, but Part 1 is like universally accepted as an amazing story.
Yeah. But on the flip side of that same coin, but that's one game. Because 98% of the time, especially in the Call of Duty and the Halo world, and even Destiny, it's all about the multiplayer.
Destiny's more about multiplayer now than it used to be.
I just sent my girlfriend the We Will Rock You Squirrels.
Oh.
Do you need a water or some sort of carbonated beverage to get rid of whatever the crack is stuck in the back of your...
I don't know. That being said, though, I think I'm going to call this a stream. We'll see if there's anybody streaming right now for us to raid. Pocky, you got anybody to raid today? Oh, is Viz streaming right now? Nice. Yeah, we can raid Viz. In fact, I hit raid and he comes up as the first option.
Nice.
Let's go. He's playing Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, wow, okay.
Alright, we're gonna hit him. Raid. Start raid. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end my stream. Bye-bye.